In goal for your Icemen tonight, number 35, Adam Carlson. Jacksonville is coached by Jason Christie.
And good evening, everybody. It is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and on ECHL TV as the Icemen will host the Atlanta Gladiators tonight in a crucial South Division matchup that the Icemen gotta have if they've got some hopes of getting their way into the Kelly Cup playoffs. For more on tonight, let's move to Alex Reed in our game day preview.
Hi, fans. It's time for your Jacksonville Icemen game day preview presented by Lange Chiropractic, where tonight the Icemen play host to the Atlanta Gladiators in a key South Division matchup here at Veterans Memorial Arena. Well, the Icemen are beaming off a 3-2 overtime victory over the Florida Everblades last night, and tonight they take on one of the hottest teams in the ECHL, the Atlanta Gladiators, who are 8-0, 0-1 in their last 9 games. They've not been defeated in regulation during that stretch and pose a big matchup here this evening. And looking at Atlanta, they're currently holding on to the 4th and final playoff position in the South Division. They have a 9-point lead over Jacksonville, but the Icemen do have 2 games in hand on Atlanta, not to mention tonight is the first of 5 remaining head-to-head matchups between the two teams, which really magnifies the significance of tonight's game as 4-point swings will be in full effect. Now, the Icemen getting great production out of Mike Headin. We're starting to sound like a broken record here, but Headin's been on a torrid scoring pace. Had 2 goals last night, has 9 goals in the last 10 games. Now, part of Atlanta's success has been the play of 2 players, and of course, one that being their captain and a veteran winger in Derek Nesbitt, who's riding a 4-game point streak right now, but has 9 points during that stretch with 2 goals and 7 assists. And, of course, the Icemen always have to be mindful of forward Nick Bly, who remains a constant thorn in the side of the Icemen. Bly now 20 points in the last 2 seasons against Jacksonville. Certainly a guy they'll have to keep an eye out on. Now, looking at tonight's matchup, I had a chance to chat with Luke Shiplow, one of the Icemen's defensemen who's been playing well as of late, get his thoughts on the big victory last night and what needs to take place tonight for the Icemen to get a win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we played against them a lot this year. I think it's really big for our confidence as a team. You know, they're a pretty good team, up pretty high in the standings, so I think taking this win right now can move forward and kind of make this last push for the playoffs here. Yeah, I think we've all been playing pretty well lately. You know, we got a little groove going. I think tonight, you know, just do what was making us successful and what won us that game last night and the last few games. So I think we'll be successful if we keep doing that. I think our forecheck's got to be great. You know, just getting pucks out, keeping it simple, just getting them in, and you know, bearing our opportunities. I think the more goals we score in the last week, we're going to win. So I think that's pretty much it.
A couple of promos for
Reader, thank you so much. We are ready to go. It's Jacksonville and Atlanta tonight. And the Gladiators come in red hot. Points in their last 9 straight games. 8-0, 0-1 for Atlanta. For Jacksonville, a crucial victory last night. 3-2 in overtime right here at home against the Florida Everblades, with Dejan Mingo getting the game winner there. And the Icemen in their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle jerseys tonight, sponsored by the league. They're in mostly green with shades of, well, almost every color in the spectrum, as the Icemen have the puck at center ice. Line change for Jacksonville. Coming onto the ice now, Wasey Rabbit, along with Brendan Warren and Everett Clark. The Gladiators have the puck behind their own net. Stick handling right up the middle is Logan Nelson. Long outlet pass goes by everybody, including Carlson. No icing here. Jacksonville tries to clear around the wall, but it's held in by the Gladiators at the right wing half wall. And a blocker save is made by Carlson. Rebound up the right wing side for Rabbit. Tries to backhand it ahead. Picked off there by the Glads. And they'll feed it in off the stick of Scott Conway, who's been pretty solid for them lately. 33 points in 38 games for Conway. Gladiators try to pass it into the slot, but it goes by everybody and comes all the way in behind the Atlanta net. Just over a minute gone by. Nothing in the early goings. The puck deflects into the Icemen zone. Jacob Cederholm first on the puck. Slams it around the wall far side. It is held in by Nelson. He'll reverse it to the far wall. McKinnon tries to golf it out, but the Gladiators are there. McKinnon tries to pry it loose from Avery Peterson, but it's Atlanta still with the puck. Centering feed, that's intercepted, and it's McKinnon getting the interception, and he'll skate into the zone 1-on-2. He'll get the shot away. Save is made. McKinnon with a rush. Centering pass, and he couldn't get it through to Lynch, but he gets it right back. Here's Lynch all alone, centering feed, and Bonner is able to make the save as The Icemen looking for Clark in front, I believe, or maybe it was Dowda in front. And Bonner got his leg in front of it to intercept what ultimately was a pass, but it turned into a shot. Great rush there, all led by Ian McKinnon.
Yeah, McKinnon really went in on that rush that time. Strong move, and then got the opportunity, then picked it back up, was able to get it on his forehand side, and he had a couple of options on the back side. Just couldn't get the pass through because there was a lot of traffic, but the Iceman did have some numbers wide open on the right side wing, and if that got across, that would have been another golden chance.
Icemen get a shot intentionally wide of the net. Comes off the end boards for Atlanta. They'll play it out of the zone. Icing will be called, and we'll bring it right into the Atlanta zone once more. Certainly want to get the first goal. The Icemen have been such a drastically different team between scoring first and allowing the first goal all year long. But with Atlanta especially coming in with this 9-game point streak, you don't want to lose that mental battle trailing to a team that is so hot. You want to make sure you get off to a great start and have that confidence from the get-go that you are in this to win it.
Yeah, when you look at the Icemen this year, when they score first, they're 18-7-1-1, 10-1-1-0 on home ice when they score first. But Arlie, when they don't, they're 5-22-4.
Whew. Definitely as drastically different as you could possibly get. Last time we saw the Gladiators, it's been a long time. January 10th is the last time these two teams met. So it's been just about 2 months. The Icemen have won the last 3 in a row against Atlanta, including 2 in a row where they've really just put a beat down on them. But the Gladiators are a much different team now than they were back in January. And it's Atlanta with possession. Pass right up the middle, deflected away by Jacksonville, comes back to Atlanta at the red line. And they will attempt to wrist it in, but we're going to have a whistle, and what do we have? Face off at center ice, not sure why. Did it go, maybe it went off a player on the bench, that's possible, but I can't think of anything more than that.
I'd agree, yeah, that's what I'm thinking happened, but either way, a face off here at the center ice logo.
These Icemen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle jerseys are not optimum for us broadcasters. The Icemen going with 3 different color numerals on their jerseys.
It's actually 4,
tonight.
believe it or not.
Oh, it's 4?
Yeah, there's a purple and then there's like a blue. It kind of looks like that purple, but they are different. And then, of course, the orange and then the red.
Oh, I see the purple now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
That's the Donatello jersey.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be 4 different colors? Brendan Warren tries to stick handle into the Atlanta zone. It's poke checked away. Warren will track it down back in his own zone for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit by himself gets around a man. What a deke. All the way to the right circle. Wrist shot is deflected by Campbell. Comes free for Atlanta. They'll chip it off boards and safely out to center. Cedarholm kicks it ahead for Rabbit. Trying to work it free for Martin. Knocked free by Atlanta. And it is Greg Campbell once again. Campbell's outlet pass goes by everybody. It will be icing on Atlanta. I like this start here from Jacksonville after Carlson made an initial save maybe 30 seconds or so into the contest. Since then, Jacksonville's had put together about 3 or 4 really strong shifts in a row.
Yeah, they really have, and the play's been kind of in this end for the moment, and their chances have been the better quality ones. Yeah, Atlanta's got a couple on the board, but nothing that was too challenging at all for Carlson. So, you know, in the early going, and this is the very early going here this game, I think both teams still trying to get a little bit of feeling out, but the Icemen have had the better of the chances so far.
Jacksonville wins another face-off as well, but they play it behind the net. They couldn't get it on goal. The Icemen try to keep it in behind the cage. Atlanta pulls it away, flipping it up in the air. Held in with a high stick by Martin, and the Icemen will be called for it, touching the puck with a high stick. That'll bring the draw outside the blue line. Atlanta's uniforms not all that much better from our perspective. And an icy blue with navy blue numbers and some gold trim.
Yeah, the jersey concept, I like. It's a nice little ode to the old Atlanta Thrashers, and just, you know, those numbers, you know how it goes.
Of course.
For broadcasters, it's all about numbers and fonts. And
it's really all it is.
That's all it is. But the overall design, I like.
Yeah, well, to each their own, I suppose. Here's Jacksonville. It is a shot, and the save is made. Rebound was loose. Jacksonville gets it back. trying to keep it in at the blue line. Atlanta clears it away, but another strong look. That was a shot with purpose as the Icemen were trying to get a rebound specifically there. Here's Martin, drops it down low, looking for a potential wraparound, throwing it in front, getting to the forehand side. It is blocked in front, and unable to get that shot was Martin, and the Gladiators will pull it away, but the Icemen are really setting themselves up with some great opportunities and good, strong passing to create those chances as the puck trickles down to Bonner, who will cover it up for a face-off.
Yeah, Bonner's made a couple of dandies here. Another good opportunity for Jacksonville. They're knocking on the door, Arlie, but Bonner's been able to step up big and keep the puck out of the net. But right now, Jacksonville threatening here in the early going.
Jacksonville's top line, or at least what we would consider their top line right now on the ice. John Albert at center. Mike Headin, red hot as you addressed. On the left side, Chase Lange on the right wing, and the Icemen win this face-off. Mingo at the point, just rims it around all the way to the far side. Nobody home. Jacksonville gets it back now. They'll try the opposite corner. Atlanta first on the puck there, and it's Mingo pinching in, unable to keep it in the zone. Atlanta plays it off the boards to an open Campbell. Campbell gets to center ice before snapping it in behind the net of Carlson. Comes into the corner. Mingo collides with a man. That is Tommy Marchin as the Gladiators keep it in. Looking to pressure offensively is Atlanta. Iceland is a guy who is really one to watch. Have to mark him defensively at all times. He is third in the league amongst rookies in scoring, 52 points on the year for Samuel Iceland. Jacksonville gets to the puck now. Albert flipping it behind his net for Mingo. He's got a little bit of space. Good, strong outlet pass to Headin, trying to knock it free to himself. One hand on the stick, couldn't get it loose. It is going to be deflected back into the zone by the Gladiators. 14:24 to go in the first period. Still scoreless in the early going. The Icemen at center ice. Puck is bottled up there. Comes free for Jacksonville. Mingo tapping it ahead. Goes by a couple of men who had canceled each other out. And Zach Malatesta now rims it around all the way to the far wall for John Albert for the Icemen. He'll turn and play it around the boards. It's picked off by Atlanta. Moving around a man is Conway. Shot goes off the side of the net. Comes back into the corner, into the slot. Turnaround shot by Nesbitt, and a save is made by Carlson. Maybe even off the post, possibly. Nesbitt gets it back. Another centering feed is blocked in front by the Icemen. Trying to clear it out. It rolls to Carlson. Smart move by Carlson. He will just cover it up and take this face-off, and we will take this break with them with 13:44 to go in period number one. It remains Jacksonville nothing, Atlanta nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Face off in the Jacksonville end. Arlie Johnson with you along with Alex Reed tonight. Atlanta wins the draw, but it goes between the point men and out to center ice, hustling for it. And ultimately the puck goes out of play, but that was excellent hustle from Craig Martin for Jacksonville, trying to beat Atlanta to a loose puck. That's the kind of thing that head coach Jason Christie told us before the game that has been successful for Atlanta. Actually, Jeff May, assistant coach, said it first, was that the key to their success right now is they're just battling, making that extra effort to win puck battles like that. And that's something that usually is a key to Jacksonville's success as well. Yeah,
and I think the Icemen did that last night against Florida and was able to help them get that victory there against a good Florida club. But they did. They were winning battles, making the right plays. And that is what it gets down to this time of year. It's all about in the trenches.
Jacksonville 3-on-2. It's Lynch, right wing side, centering feed. Another centering feed. Oh, what a save by Bonner as Dowda had the opportunity on a tic-tac-toe passing play. And it stays 0-0. And when Sean Bonner is good early, that is not necessarily a good indicator for Jacksonville. He's not always on his game, but he does get better as the game moves along oftentimes. Atlanta takes it into the zone. As soon as I say that, it's a steal from the Icemen. Mingo with speed, trying to take it over the blue line. He is onside, playing it off the end boards. Headin all by himself for the moment. Taps it into an open corner. Albert hustles for the puck and gets it into the slot for Lange. Save made by Bonner again. Rebound for Headin at the left circle. Playing it for Albert. Still along the board. Some cycling work being done by Jacksonville. Shiplow loses the handle, and Atlanta clears it out, but another quality chance for the Icemen.
Yeah, it was, and Headin right there, going to the net. That's where you often find him. That's where he's been getting a lot of these goals during this recent stretch, and he had a good handle on it. I don't think he just it kind of rolled there, and he couldn't quite get the shot off, and he had to kind of swing it wide. But another good look on the front door. Bonner yet another save.
The Icemen through the neutral zone. It is Albert once more. Over the line for Brendan Warren. Warren on his backhand, turns to the forehand and looks for a trailer. Gives it up to Marchand. Marchand will flip it out of the zone. This is going to be icing against the Gladiators, and they'll have to keep everybody on the ice. They wanted a line change. They're not going to get it with 11:57 to go. Shots on goal, 5-3 for Jacksonville. I don't think any of them would have been considered routine saves for Bonner at all.
No, not at all. I mean, these have been challenging opportunities. And again, we've talked about it. The Icemen have gotten the more of the quality scoring chances. And they've even fanned, like you saw right there, if you're watching on ECHL.TV, down to, just missing on one. A minute ago, Headin just missing on a chance. Those weren't even shots, but they were chances very close on the front door. Again, the Icemen knocking on that door, but Bonner has kept it shut so far.
Jacksonville tries to get the puck out of their own zone. It's held in by the Gladiators. Centering pass comes up high. Looks free for the Icemen. Rabbit on his backhand. He'll chip it in. Clark chases after it against Forney. Gets tipped free by Forney. Comes to the left wing side for Zach Malatesta. Cross ice look for Tommy Marchand. Marchand backhands it in behind Carlson's net. And it will be Conway first on the puck for Derek Nesbitt, their team captain. Nesbitt with a drop pass. Shot from Nogard goes wide. It's been so long since I've seen him, I had to make sure I knew exactly who that was. Luke Nogard cannot get a piece of that clearing attempt from Atlanta. Another icing on Atlanta. We're not even 9 minutes into this game. I'm guessing this is maybe a half dozen icings on the Gladiators.
Yeah, they're just not quite connecting here on their passes. And again, keep in mind, I mean, they had to make the drive overnight from Atlanta here. I mean, it's not an easy drive here. They did not take a morning skate today. They elected to stay at the hotel, get some rest. So they're probably just trying to get their legs. Meanwhile, the Icemen were at home, slept in their own beds. Some of the guys that had an optional skate today, a good amount of them got their legs moving. So it could be a little bit of that. Atlanta just trying to get their bus legs adjusted off here, and we'll see if they'll settle in.
Atlanta clears the zone off this draw. The Icemen coming right back. Cedarholm with good legs. Backhands it over the blue line. Atlanta plays it high off the glass. It barely stays in play. And it trickles into the Icemen zone for Chris Leidsman. Leidsman for McKinnon. Cross ice it is Lynch. He's got good speed. Over the blue line, he's onside. He'll have to check it up at the line and then play it around the wall. Atlanta flips it ahead, setting up Peterson on his backhand. Peterson gives it up, deflected pass, and the Gladiators get it right back. Soft shot on net, turned into the corner by Carlson. Comes loose for the Gladiators, however. On his backhand is Peterson. Gives it up on a nice play from Bobby Lynch, and that sets Cedarholm on his way. Long outlet pass, that goes by everybody. This time it'll be icing on Jacksonville. There's been some flow to this game that's been benefiting Jacksonville, but oftentimes it's kind of been choppy as well because of all these icings.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those right now as we're just outside the halfway point of the first period, still scoreless. And heading back to the previous whistle, Arlie, I believe I saw Derek Nesbitt. It was either Nesbitt or maybe Nogard, because they both had the 7 in their number, walk down the tunnel with the trainer, Sean Fleazar. So that's something maybe to keep an eye on. But not certain. I did see the 7. I want to say it was Nesbitt, but I can't confirm that there. Just saw the 7 kind of go down the hallway.
We'll monitor that for sure as the Icemen clear it out of the zone. Atlanta inside their own blue line. It is Joel Mesner. Very good player from the defensive standpoint. Good offensive defenseman is Mesner. Atlanta takes it in over the line. Rister on goal. Save made by Carlson with the left arm. Just got a piece of it, in fact. Atlanta plays it back behind the net. Looking to center is Asselin. Gets it all the way to the blue line and over the line. And unable to get there and keep it in was Soloviev. Instead, he'll just turn it in back behind the Jacksonville net. Dejan Mingo has it there. Feeds to the left for Albert. He's got a lot of ice in front of him. He takes it over the blue line. Drops it to the left for Headin. Rister on goal. Saved by Bonner. No rebound. He will scoop it up and take the draw to his right. As the Icemen now doubling up Atlanta in the shot department at 6-3.
Yeah, just another shot from up high there. Just get it to the net. No rebound that time for Bonner, but had there been one, the Icemen had two options there to try to get it for a second chance opportunity. But Jacksonville just getting shots in on Bonner here, and it sets up another offensive zone draw.
And a line change for the Icemen. Adam Dowda and Craig Martin along with Bobby Lynch. I like the look of this line. I think getting Everett Clark back from the injured list as Bonner makes another save from a point shot from Harrison. But I like the look of this line, adding Bobby Lynch to it because Everett Clark is back in the fold. It really balances out the lines, I think, for the Icemen as the Icemen try to get it into the Atlanta end, but instead it's a steal by Malatesta. Save made by Carlson. I think that went through his legs and ended up going wide of the net. He got a piece of it with his pad. Jacksonville clears it the length of the ice, and it ends up just wide, so it will be an icing call against Jacksonville, and I think Carlson may have gotten away with one there.
Yeah, I think so. And again, what I noticed there was the rush. Malatesta intercepting that puck at the blue line. The Icemen had players kind of got caught behind the play as they were trying to rush in, but Malatesta was also allowed to kind of walk down the slot.
Yes.
And no one stepped up there to try to bump him, and he got a good shot off there. As you mentioned, went right to the legs. I think Carlson didn't get away with that one. Got a piece of it, enough to knock it wide. But the Icemen are going to have to make sure they can't allow players to just walk down the slot and take shots in on their goaltender.
Yeah, he closed to within about 35 feet and was able to use the defenseman as a screen too, which I'm sure caused a lot of problems for Carlson. And Jacksonville fortunate that it stays 0-0. Atlanta trying to get it back, keeping it in the offensive zone. Harrison takes the body, looking to clear it around the wall is Dowda, but the Gladiators are there at the point to hold it in the zone. Avery Peterson drops it into the corner. Turning on a man is Logan Nelson. Nelson gives it up to Dowda behind the net, but taking over now is Thomas Frazee. Frazee to the far side wall for Peterson. Frazee back for Nelson. Nelson gets a little bit of space at the far side half board, throws it underneath. Atlanta looks for a centering feed. Good pressure here from the Gladiators. Jacksonville tries needing to get it clear, but it comes back to the blue line. Atlanta still has it. Rister in a screen. It goes wide. There's a loose stick on the play. It's Carlson's stick. The goaltender's stick is loose on the ice behind the net of Carlson, and Jacksonville really needs to try and get this puck out of the zone. There's a steal by Jacksonville. They will skate with it out of the zone as Bobby Lynch, and he will get the clear in. Carlson will go back behind his net to cover it up, and we have a penalty coming, and I think this is going to be on the Gladiators.
I think it might be icing here. I think
they calling icing?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think Lynch took that extra stride. He was about a stride behind when he dumped it in. I saw the arm come up immediately from the official there, and yeah, I think this is going to be just an icing whistle. Arlie, it was the referee getting involved. He was the closest to the play at the time.
I guess I'm so used to the neighborhood play not being an icing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, they didn't.
And went right on by with it.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you get in the neighborhood to let it slide, but he was a little bit behind the red line, and they decided to bring this one back. The good news is it does allow Carlson to get his paddle back in his hand.
And now Cedarholm was trying to step on the ice, and they said, no, you go back to the bench.
Might have been a little bit of a stalling tactic there by Jacksonville. That's what Messer, I think, was arguing there. He's like, come on, hurry it up here. We got the icing. We want to take advantage of it.
Jacksonville does win this draw. Second attempt to clear it away. They do get it to center ice. Couple of men go to the bench. Lynch looked like he was laboring as he makes it to the bench as Atlanta brings it right back in. Poke check by the Icemen. Takes it to center ice. Most of the guys, I think, are fresh legs now for the Icemen, and Jacksonville able to get away with that one as Cedarholm tries to play it up the wall. Broken up at center by Neely, and he'll forehand in behind Carlson's net. Jacob Cedarholm up the right wing side for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit deflects inside the Atlanta line. Malatesta plays it D to D. Back cross ice again, right on the tape of Neely. Neely gets around a couple of men going wide on Cedarholm. He'll reverse it to Malatesta, who pinches in from the blue line. Malatesta, a very useful player for Atlanta. He can play forward or defense. Looks like he's playing D tonight as the Gladiators get a steal. It is Nogard again in the offensive end. Clark takes it away from him, and the Icemen try to return the favor, and Headin will slow it down. Good veteran play there by Mike Headin. Now we'll pick up a little bit of speed, accelerating through the neutral zone. Over the blue line, it's Clark. Back for Headin. Cutting to net is Lange. Headin looking for the wraparound, throws it in front. Score! Johnny Albert puts the Icemen on top 1-0. And this time it's Mike Headin, the playmaker, to set it up for Jacksonville.
I love this. I do. You know, how many times has John Albert set up Michael Headin, and Headin this time going behind the net and finding the open man. Albert hooking him up this time for a tally. And good for John Albert there. I mean, he is the playmaker himself on this line. But this time, it's Headin returning the favor and is able to get the tally here and get the Icemen on the board. And they've had so many great chances here in this game so far. Bonner's been good. Not much he could hit on that one as Albert just had that one, had a step on his man and was able to get it on the forehand side. A perfect dish that time from Mike Headin, and the Icemen on top.
Here's Joe Massa.
Number 16, John Albert. Assisted by number 8, Mike Headin. Time to go, 13 minutes, 22 seconds.
They'll give just the one assist to Headin for right now. There should be a second assist from somebody at the blue line. Just not sure who it was. I want to say Chase Lange, but don't hold me to it, as Jacksonville takes it right back into the offensive end. It is Albert for Mingo, and a drive deflected out of play. I think Lange got a piece of it and Bonner got a piece of it, both. And Jacksonville now flying right now, and they've got a little bit of jump in their step with this 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, you never know after a goal is scored. They call it that vulnerable minute where either you can go back, feed off the momentum and score, and the team that allowed the first goal might allow a second one, or you're kind of so hyped up that maybe you kind of lose a little focus and the other team goes right down and scores a goal. But right now, Icemen come in with an immediate shot from up at the blue line, and Mingo able to hammer that one, but that one was fought off there after a deflection, and Bonner getting a piece of it as well.
Draw will be to Bonner's left. Everett Clark, Wasey Rabbit, Brendan Warren, your forward line. That goal from Albert, his 8th of the season, assisted by Mike Headin. Time of the goal, 13:22 of period number 1. Atlanta wins this faceoff. They'll play it right through the neutral zone. A 2-on-2 breakout for Atlanta. Deflected pass comes loose for Shiplow for the Icemen. He'll send it around the right wing side, and Jacksonville's fans are all over Sean Bonner right now. They love picking on him more than any other goaltender in the league, I would say, as Atlanta gets a shot towards net, but it is well wide. Karams all the way to the blue line for Solovyev. Cross ice look, wrister and a screen, never reached the net. Goes to Asselin for Atlanta. Asselin at the right circle. Cross ice to the blue line. Solovyev with a shot deflected. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Carlson with the left pad on that second attempt. Keeps it out of the net. We play on as a shot is deflected out of play. But that's all about Adam Carlson and the left leg save, keeping the Icemen on top.
Without question, the best opportunity of the game for Atlanta. Really, 2 opportunities. The first one, a shot down low. He made that pad save. The puck bounced to the backside, and there was a man there who was able to hammer that one towards it. And somehow Carlson stopping that one as well. 2 big stops on 2 of the best chances for Atlanta so far.
We will take a quick break and return in just a moment, but Jacksonville's on the board, leading 1-0 over the Atlanta Gladiators. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. Harley Johnson, Alex Reed with you. 1-0 Jacksonville, out shooting Atlanta 9-7. The Gladiators have gotten a couple more quality chances. We talked early on in this game about the Icemen really peppering Sean Bonner with high quality shots. Well, now it's Atlanta's turn, but Adam Carlson, man, what a great save that was. And hopefully he builds off some momentum from last night's game against Florida, saving 30 shots in that game against the Everblades, including one with a minute to go in regulation that we talked about post-game may have been a season-altering save for Jacksonville if they can get on a run.
I think it was, because if the Everblades had gotten that goal, a go-ahead marker at that point of the game, as good as the Icemen were, and dropped that game last night, you're right. I mean, any momentum, any mindset, how do you bounce back from something like that? So, but it was a big save. The game went to overtime. The Icemen got the win in overtime, and you're right. It seems like maybe, okay, just one save, but it was a crucial one on many levels.
5:14 to go. It's an icing here against Jacksonville. Coming up in the first intermission, Chase Lange is going to be our guest. Second intermission, by the way, want to make sure you be prepared for this. President Bob Arablo will be joining us live in our humble press box here. Talking a little bit about the promotions that the Icemen have had. I'm sure we'll touch on the All-Star game at some point too. A lot to talk about with Bob Arablo.
There always is.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it should be a good conversation without question. Just want to make note right now, Arlie, especially for some of the fans maybe in Atlanta wanting to know, but Nogard and Nesbitt are both out on the ice right now. So whichever one that went down the tunnel was obviously something minor and a quick repair or whatever. So they're both back in there.
Draw to be to Carlson's right. Scott Conway for Jacksonville against Everett Clark for the Icemen. And Clark wins it cleanly for Mingo, who just slams it off the wall and out, just taking another icing. Neither team is shy about icing the puck tonight. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the first period. A dozen or so combined in that neighborhood.
You know, and we saw that sequence in yesterday's game. If you remember, a lot of icings there towards the third period. And you even made the comment, maybe the Icemen are just trying to buy some time to catch their breath. And I was talking with the coaching staff. They said they had two guys up there that were absolutely gassed. And they were just making the safe play. I'm not saying that was the circumstance here. I don't think these guys are tired at this moment. But that was certainly the case last night. It was a good call there, Arlie.
So the Icemen win this face-off, trying to clear out is Clark, tapping it towards the blue line. Squirts loose for Rabbit. He'll shovel a backhander high into the air. No icing this time. Wouldn't have been anywhere close to the goal line. And off a deflection, it comes free to the Icemen. Rabbit at center, chips it off glass. Warren chases after it. Rabbit is there too. Puck bounces high into the air to the near side wall, but the Gladiators have it. Playing it off the boards and a steal by Jacksonville. Brendan Warren keeps it in the zone. Pass is deflected, comes loose for Nesbitt. And Nesbitt playing it to center ice, and he finds an open man off a deflection. It's Malatesta, who steps around one man and then another and scores. Oh, wow. My goodness, what a move by Zach Malatesta to tie this game at 1. Stepping around not one but two Jacksonville defenders, and then finding the 5-hole on Adam Carlson. We are 1-1 with 4:10 to go.
That was a beautiful goal there. How many deep moves and dangles did he have? Made one man miss, cut to the inside, stayed with the puck, made a second deke, able to go right underneath the 5-hole there and under the leg pad, able to get that goal. That was just a great tally there. Individual effort by Zach Malatesta, a guy that started his career as a defenseman, jumped up and played forward. Now kind of does both, but he's got a lot of offensive skill, and he just showed it off right that time with that chance. And a tie game now, and a great individual effort there by Malatesta without question.
Jacksonville trying to clear out of their own end. Atlanta gets a piece of it. They'll hold it in the zone. Peterson behind the Jacksonville net. Peterson loses the handle briefly, but it comes loose for Nelson. His turnaround shot goes wide, comes loose for Jacksonville. Headin tries to play it ahead. Fanned on it. He'll have to come back and drop it into his zone for Mingo. Mingo D to D for Shiplow. Shiplow's pass is deflected by Neely. Neely takes it over the blue line onside. A sweep check by Jacksonville. And here come the Icemen the other way. Chipping and chasing is Headin. Chase Lange is also in there on the forecheck, but Atlanta is first on the puck. They'll play it off the board safely to center. Nice step up there by Mingo. Mingo into the zone onside, right wing side. Shot on goal, save is made. Mingo is again taking that shot in hopes for a rebound, but it was Atlanta getting that second attempt, and now the other direction, a save by Carlson as the Gladiators get a shot off the stick of Eric Neely.
Yeah, Mingo went in on that chance, and again, it was just a soft shot there. He was hoping for the rebound. There was a rebound, but it went way up in the air. Iceman couldn't catch up to that one and knock it down for a second chance. But a good opportunity, get it to the net. Iceman need to continue to pepper the pads here of Sean Bonner.
1-1 hockey game with 3:11 to go in the first period. Adam Dowd on the faceoff. Atlanta wins this one. It is Neely. Centering feed, deflects up high, comes loose for nobody. Finally, Carlson is able to reach out with that catching mitt and able to hold on to it and get that faceoff. That was dangerous right on the top of the blue paint.
Yeah, it certainly was. It's one of those that there were a lot of sticks in the area. It just took one maybe just to hit it the right way and send that one clipping up in the air and give Carlson fits, but made the right call to map this one out and get the whistle.
They're going to drop the puck again. Both centermen went after the puck, but it was never dropped by linesman Cole Rui. He still has it in his hand. Now it's the Icemen winning it. Dalton Thrower just activated from the reserve list today. Good outlet pass for Dowda, then for McKinnon into the zone, trying to get it back to Dowda. It was just out of his reach, and the Gladiators will play it up the right wing side and clear it to center ice. They'll keep the puck as well. Campbell over the blue line. Drop pass is deflected. Marchand tried to get that shot away. Dowda got a piece of it. Atlanta holds it in. Turnaround and a shot on net. Save is made. Rebound cleared away by the Icemen. It is McKinnon up the left wing, getting to center ice before forehanding in, and the Icemen will move in on the forecheck. Then McKinnon with a big hit, and that allows a turnover for Jacksonville. Shiplow centering feed, trying to get it on the stick of McKinnon. Couldn't find the range. Atlanta getting it back. Carlson, good redirect on that save from center ice to move it into the corner as the Icemen have it behind their own cage. It is Mingo with a little bit of space as a couple of men are caught up from behind as Rabbit goes off the bench. That could have been easily a too many men against the Icemen, but I think the linesmen and the referee were too concerned with the other guys that were caught up by Adam Carlson's net.
Yeah, that was linesman for the Icemen, and he was tangled up with Samuel Aslan, the rookie for Atlanta.
Jacksonville has possession. It is Cederholm ahead for Martin. Martin cuts over the blue line, offside will be called. Looked like that was Rabbit in ahead of the play on the far left wing side. 1:41 to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game.
You know the old story about the rabbit and the turtle and the race, and you got Ninja Turtle jerseys, and yet you got a guy who's got the last name of Rabbit there on a turtle jersey. It's interesting.
It's the tortoise and the hare.
The tortoise and the hare. That's
all
what it is.
in one.
All in one jersey. That should bring up the value there on the auction a little bit later.
Yeah, that's nice work there, Reader. I like that. My brain doesn't quite work that analytically.
Now, when you play the analyst role, you're looking at things, you're thinking of things. And out of all the things, not breaking down the game, I'm worried about names on the back of turtle jerseys. So,
hey, I could have never in a million years even considered something like that. So, well done. Back to play. Let's play some hockey here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Puck is in the neutral zone. Mike Headin tries to tap it away from Messner. Gladiators get it back. It is Messner right in front of his goaltender. Now in the final minute of period number 1. Atlanta gets to the red line before dumping it in deep. Cederholm first on it. He'll turn around the back of his net and drop it there for Headin. Headin back for Cederholm. Cederholm's lead pass for Chase Lange. He'll backhand it in. It is Campbell first on the puck, wheeling it around the wall. Lange gets it to the blue line. Wrister and a screen goes high and wide. Didn't miss by much as Bonner saw it late. Mingo holds it in the zone. Albert with a spin move around one man. Tried to feed it to the blue line, but it's picked off by Marchand. That sends Atlanta on the way on a 3-man attack. They'll just clear it in simply. Jacksonville tries to clear it back out at the blue line. Campbell gets hit off the play by Headin. Comes loose for the Icemen. Still some numbers with 15 seconds to go. Onside on the play is Jacksonville. Wrister, save is made. Rebound goes to Albert. Albert tries to center it. Goes behind the net to Lange. 5 seconds to go. Can Lange get it towards goal? Tries to get it to McKinnon. They cannot get the shot away. McKinnon did get one away, but it was a half second too late. And Atlanta goes right after Ian McKinnon as they take exception to that late shot. And Ian McKinnon is not going to back down from anybody, so he says, fine, bring it. I'm going to take that shot on goal every time.
Yeah, a little bit of a scrum there in the corner. They're just going to let him know they didn't appreciate it. But one of those situations, you know, his teammates were yelling, shoot, shoot. And that's exactly what he did. Unfortunately, it came right after the whistle there, and Atlanta taking exception to that. But lots of chatter going on right now as Aslan and Shiplow nose to nose there as well. And lots of little sticks kind of jousting at one another. And Atlanta will remember that. But Ian McKinnon certainly not one who's going to shy away. He's still yapping about right now some of the Atlanta players before they go off the ice.
Well, the chirping right now could set the tone for period number 2. And it was a nice pace to this first period. 1-1 is the game. Pretty evenly matched thus far. Jacksonville took the lead on a John Albert goal. His 8th of the year from Mike Headin at 13:22. About 2.5 minutes later, it was the Gladiators equalizing. Zach Malatesta with a tremendous individual effort and an end-to-end rush for the goal. His 14th of the year at 15:50. Shots on goal also relatively even. 12 for Atlanta, 11 for Jacksonville. And we are tied at 1 after 1 period of play. We will take a break and return in a moment. When we do, we'll be joined by Jacksonville Icemen right winger Chase Lange. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Player saved by Dubnik. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes, available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. We're between periods between the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. Arla Johnson joined by Chase Lange today, and Lange last night could not have been any more important of a game. Not that they're not all important at this point, but you got a team in Florida that is just white hot coming in. You knew you had to have it to get a good start on this homestand, and you got the job done.
Yeah, we had a couple slip away from them earlier in the week, so that was a huge one for us. We know where we stand in the standings, and every game's important right now. We're chasing 3 teams for a playoff spot, so going down the stretch, every game's important.
Winning it in overtime and winning in a dramatic fashion, does that kind of help things a little bit? I mean, beating him is one thing, but being able to do it the way that you did it, does that kind of maybe springboard things into a role here potentially?
Yeah, hopefully it does. They got that one late, and, we battled back and got it done in OT, so hopefully that leads us into this is probably the most important game of the year tonight. We're chasing Atlanta for the last playoff spot, so hopefully that gives them some confidence and some energy for tonight.
Yeah, and the schedule doesn't get any easier. I mean, Florida came in red hot. Atlanta, same thing. I think it's a 9-game point streak now for them. They look like a totally different team than the last time you faced them. It's been a little while. So tell us about tonight's game and how you continue to build on what happened last night.
I kind of stick to what we're doing last night. I think we're playing a good style. We got to finish our checks, get in on the forward check, and, try to frustrate them. They're obviously scoring a lot of goals right now and winning a lot of games. So, I think if our team has all 3 lines rolling, I think we can beat anyone. So hopefully we can get rolling tonight and hopefully make things happen.
And you have had all 3 lines rolling for a good portion of the last maybe month and a half or so, but I don't think any more rolling than your line with you, Mike Headin, and John Albert. Talk about how that has developed over the course of maybe, I guess, roughly since the new year or so.
It's been really good. Even when we're not scoring, we have in a lot of the games, but we haven't been letting a lot of goals in against our line. So, we've been really good defensively as a line, and then if one of us is not scoring, we got another one scoring. Last night, Heads had 2 goals, and me and Albs had nothing. So, it's kind of rotates around. So, hopefully, we can get all 3 of us going tonight and have a good game.
So that just means it's your turn potentially tonight, then, if it was Heads last night.
Yeah, I hope so. Heads had a good game last night, so I'm hoping we can build off that and have another good game as a line.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chase. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. There's Chase Lange with us between periods. We'll come back in just a moment. This is Icemen Hockey on Mixlr and ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL. Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner. And Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.tv.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Grimo!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825 or log on to JacksIcemen.com.
Fans, don't forget that you, your friends, or coworkers can enjoy the exciting action of Icemen hockey comfortably above the ice in a spacious luxury suite or at ice level with our new ice boxes. Available for all Icemen home games. Both options offer food and drink and make for a great way to entertain your company's employees and top clients. For more information and to check game date availability, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze. We are back in downtown Jacksonville. Arlie Johnson along with Alex Reed as the Jacksonville Icemen are tied with the Atlanta Gladiators 1-1 after one period of play. Quickly to the ECHL scoreboard, and we'll stick in the South Division. Really only one other game that matters for Jacksonville tonight, as the Orlando Solar Bears are idle this evening. That would be a team that Jacksonville would be monitoring, but because of that, the Icemen have an opportunity to gain 2 points on the idle Solar Bears. So instead, it's the Greenville Swamp Rabbits that we're paying the most attention to. But now, during this break, you've brought it to my attention that maybe we should be paying more attention to something else in that game as they play at the Florida Everblades, or are they?
They are not tonight. They are not the Florida Everblades. For tonight only, they are the Florida Skunk Apes.
Skunk Apes.
New logo, new jersey, new everything. Go to their Twitter. Everything's been changed. All their social media. They are officially the Florida Skunk Apes in What If Night. What if they weren't the Everblades? It's kind of what they're going. And they are the Skunk Apes. It's part of a conservation night that they're doing. But the Skunk Apes was the name, and that's what they are. New logos and everything for tonight.
Well, as they enter the second period right now, Greenville is skunking the Skunk Apes.
Well,
I said it.
Will the real Florida Everblades please come back?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we...
immediately. Can we make it just for part of the day? Or maybe just for the opening period?
We need the first place team to come back and help the Icemen out here.
That would be better. It is 1-0 Greenville over the Skunk Apes of Florida.
I'm not. That is not a mistake. We are not making this up.
Yeah,
so.
that's real stuff. Welcome to the ECHL. What could be better than that? I mean, we're wearing Teenage Mutant Ninja jerseys, turtle jerseys tonight. Anything goes at the ECHL level, including the pub subs tomorrow, by the way. Pub sub jerseys.
Oh, without question.
So the Swamp Rabbits will go from the Skunk Apes to the pub subs.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is real, folks. This is happening.
It is not a drill.
This is really happening. In a 24-hour span here, involving 4 teams here. But again, the Ninja Turtle jerseys here. Again, we talked about them, Arlie, and again, the different colors. The blue for Leonardo, the orange for Michelangelo, the purple for Donatello, and, of course, the red for Raphael. And the only thing, I like it. I love the scheme. I love that there's the different armbands, the different colors to represent each of the 4 Ninja Turtle characters. I just wish the goalie jerseys were their kind of sidekick, Casey Jones, who wore a hockey mask, goalie's mask in the show anyway. I think that should have been a Casey Jones effect. That's just me for the goaltender jersey. But for Carlson, he is playing the part of Raphael tonight.
And see, I am a little up there in years, so I don't understand any of this stuff. But I'm glad that you're here as my turtle analyst.
Yes, I am the Ninja Turtle expert here today. And, of course, we know that Atlanta is playing the role of Shredder and his accomplices, the Foot Soldiers, Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get to hockey again.
That's really good. Second period now underway. Jacksonville over the blue line offside will be called. Just 10 seconds in, 11 seconds actually.
I thought Headin got back there. He put that foot down, but they didn't give it to him.
Yeah, he got bumped off the line at first. He tried to reset his foot back over the line. They'll say he didn't get it down in time. It was awful close. So a draw outside the Atlanta blue line. 1-1 again. Shots on goal in that first period. 12 for Atlanta, 11 for Jacksonville. Evenly played first period. No penalties at all in that first period. Penalty free. A referee, by the way, tonight, Casey Terreri, as the Icemen get a centering pass, but it goes by everybody and trickles all the way back into the Icemen zone for Dejan Mingo. Mingo dropping it back for Shiplow. Crisply to the right. It goes off a leg, but comes right back to Jacksonville. Albert's pass is picked off. by Marchand, and Marchand has it at his own blue line. Wing to wing for Messner. Bounces it in on goal. That actually was a bit of a tester there for Carlson, who had to make a save from 90 feet. Comes back behind the net for Jacksonville. It is Mingo with some good edge work, trying to get away from a couple of men, and a penalty coming on Atlanta. There's your touch. Power play for Jacksonville. Hooking is going to be the call. And for the first time tonight, it's a power play for either team. Hooking is the call, a Darley's Plumbing power play. Jacksonville 9th in the league right now on the man advantage at 18.2%. Atlanta's penalty kill 17th overall at 81.1%. Specialty teams a factor between these two teams specifically, as both these teams are very good with the man advantage this year against the opposition. Jacksonville 24% against Atlanta this year, and Atlanta 25% against Jacksonville when they get to their man advantage, if they do, that is.
Yeah, special teams have played large here in the season series, so we're getting our first opportunity with the man advantage, and the first power play of the game going to Jacksonville, whose unit has been producing here as of late.
It's Brendan Warren gaining the blue line before flipping it behind the net. Bonner plays it for his defenseman, and able to clear it away is Malatesta. The Icemen will regroup deep in their own end. It is Mingo right between the hash marks in his own zone. Carries up the middle and drops it back for Dauda, trying to accelerate through center. Over the blue line, it's onside. Mingo with a touch pass off the boards. Rabbit takes it, takes the shot. It is wide on a knuckleball shot. Comes off the boards for Lange. Lange turns to his forehand, tries to get it by a man and into the corner. It ends up caught in the equipment of Mingo, who really caught that one, I think, somewhere where you probably would not want a puck to go. And he is favoring his lower extremities off to the bench.
Yeah, that definitely didn't feel good there for Mingo, and went right to the bench. Fortunately for him, he just had to really step off onto the bench. Didn't have to travel far. He could take a seat and let that one creep through, and hopefully he can get back out there, and I think he will, but certainly didn't feel good, I can imagine.
They had to stop the play because it was caught in his equipment initially, so face off in the neutral zone. The Icemen play it in to the left of Bonner, who will tap it into the corner for Soloviev. Soloviev gives it up, and the Icemen will set up in the offensive end. It is Headin, top of the circle for Shiplow at the point. Cross ice for Martin in the slot. What a setup for Lynch, but he popped it wide to the far post on a beautiful setup from behind the net by John Albert. Atlanta will get the clear out. Lynch has found that opening in that low slot quite a few times lately on this power play, and that one no exception, just couldn't put it on frame. It's Headin for Albert. Clean entry into the zone on the right wing. Albert looks to center. It's Lynch in the slot again, but he doesn't pull the trigger this time. Shiplow's pass is deflected to the far boards. It is kicked out of the zone by Atlanta, and Shiplow will grab it back in his own zone. Just 12 seconds to go on the power play. One last rush for the Icemen. Albert over the blue line for Headin. Headin slides it towards the slot, and it's tipped away by Atlanta. They've got a possible breakout with Conway. Drop pass deflects, but the Gladiators hold it in the zone as teams are back at full strength. Jacksonville gets the steal. Now it's Jacksonville in transition. Lynch at center ice. He'll just forehand it in. The Icemen did not have numbers like I thought that they might. They just elected for a line change instead. 1-1 hockey game. Early second period. Jacksonville did not convert on their first power play just a moment ago. Has a big collision in the neutral zone with two men going down, one for each team, as the Icemen have it behind their own net. It is Harrison right up the middle, and a feed to the left, intercepted by Atlanta. They'll dump it in deep. Carlson unable to keep it in behind the net. Centering feed from Atlanta goes all the way to the blue line. Campbell has it there on the left side. Feeding it into the corner. Rister on goal. Save is made by Carlson off the stick of Nelson. Rebound goes behind the net. Nelson hustles to track it down and take it at the near side glass. Reversing it now is Nelson. Pinching in from the blue line is Campbell. Centering pass deflects on goal. And Carlson making a huge save. That actually went off his defender. Dalton Thrower right on net. Very dangerous. There was nobody there for Atlanta, but it went right off the leg of Thrower. And Carlson, who was deep in his crease at the time, fortunate that it just caromed right into his midsection.
Yeah, he did. That was a quick adjustment there. That one really skipped up and jumped on him and had to make the adjustment there to make that save. And Atlanta's kind of come out and don't want to say they've had a ton of opportunities, but they've kind of been stymieing the Icemen a little bit here. Making the plays, not allowing them to really get anything set up. They're intercepting passes, some stick plays. So they're getting things done here.
Jacksonville does win the faceoff. They'll play it into the Atlanta zone, and they'll move into forecheck and get the puck as well. It is Headin around the boards for Lange behind the Atlanta net. Wraparound in front, deflects right back to him towards goal. Bonner sweeps it away into the corner. The Icemen get it right back. It is Lange for Albert, trying to go back to Lange. It would have been a gorgeous feed. He couldn't get it there. Puck goes high into the air. Albert gloves it down to his stick. Headin cross ice for Mingo right side. Shot pass deflected. Save is made, and we have a stoppage in play as Lange was crashing the crease and ran into Bonner. And I'm not sure if we're going to have a penalty on Jacksonville or perhaps just an infraction against Jacksonville for goaltender interference. Not a power play, it appears, just an infraction.
Yeah, the Ice been fortunate there. It could have gone either way. I think this is the right way to go about it. They are going to bring the face-off outside the zone with the Icemen again. Knock on door a little bit with another little chance there. They're getting close, and Bonner, though's been able to turn aside a few opportunities here, and Jacksonville just cannot quite seem to capitalize on the good chances they've had so far in this game.
Atlanta gets it into the Jacksonville end. It is Conway with a wrister. That is over the crossbar. I think it caught one of the partitions on the glass, kind of took a funny bounce as it plays to the near side. Malatesta's centering feed. Blocked by Jacksonville. It comes around to the near side corner. Atlanta still with it. Drop pass for Nesbitt. Taken away by the Icemen. It is Harrison tapping it free for Rabbit. Rabbit chips it in. Chasing after it is Warren. He's first on the puck. Tries the bank shot, but getting the paddle down was Bonner to prevent anything from happening there. And it's Atlanta bringing it in to the left of Carlson. Cederholm first on the puck for the Icemen. Forecheck from Atlanta. That is Nogard who's in deep, and Cederholm takes him right down. Nogard keeps the play moving, however, to the near side boards for Frazee. Frazee tries to reverse it. Cederholm is there, lets it go for Harrison. Took a hit in order to do that. Harrison off the boards, or it's Adam Dowda rather. 12, not 22, as the Icemen clear it out, but it will be called icing against Jacksonville with 14:20 to go in the second period. Still a 1-1 hockey game. Speaking of 1-1, quick update. The Skunk Apes / Everblades have knotted the score at 1.
There they go. They went back to the Everblades just for a moment. Now back to the Skunk Apes action, right?
Exactly. You're listening to Skunk Apes Hockey. How do you say that? Man, that's impossible.
Oh, man, that does not roll off the tongue.
No.
Well,
that is a twister.
All the best to Dan Corcoran, the voice of the Skunk Apes today.
I don't think I'd even tease to any breaks in that situation. It's just too difficult. Back to play, Jacksonville with the puck in their own zone. Nice turn by Lynch, giving him some space through center ice. Lynch is over the blue line, drops it for Dowda, gets it back to Lynch. Centering feed, deflects all the way to the blue line. Mingo holds it in, a bouncer towards net. Making the save is Bonner. Jacksonville with a centering pass. It goes by everybody, and all the way down to Carlson. Carlson playing it himself all the way to center. Nice outlet pass from Carlson. Martin goes cross ice. Open man is Lange. Centering feed comes blocked, and a save made by Bonner with the left leg. If that pass had gotten through, it would have been an open net for Dowda. As it is, the Icemen still got a great chance on goal. And now it's Shipwell with a wrister. Stick save made by Bonner, who gets bumped on the play, and the puck is loose. Bonner trying to get it. Jacksonville with a shot. Oh, what a save by Bonner. The Icemen get it back. Bank shot. And then is it in? Is it in? The goal light is on. The goal light is on. No goal has been signaled by the referee. And this one's going to have to go to review, no doubt about it. The crowd is on their feet. Casey Terreri just had his hands up in the air. I'm not sure if we're going to get a replay or not. And one way or the other, this is going to come down to replay. I'm curious to see what the call on the ice is going to be here, Reader.
Yeah, I never saw a signal at all. So what is it? Was it a goal, and then they're going to review it as a goal? Or are they going to review it as no goal and then have to overturn it? The red light came on, and it was a little bank off the goaltender, and then the red light did flash on. The goal judge right there. And the Icemen were celebrating, trying to sell it here, and never saw a signal, though, from the official. So I'm certain they're going to take a look at this one upstairs.
The angle that we saw on the Jumbotron, you cannot see the puck. So we're not going to be in a position where we can be able to tell you 100% it was over the line, it wasn't over the line.
Well, and the tablet should show it because it is an overhead view.
And again, to keep in mind, for this to be a good goal, 100% of the puck must be 100% over that goal line.
Correct.
If it is not conclusive, then I guess they'll probably have to call it no goal. But again, it comes down to what was the call on the ice, and I don't know if they ever had one.
Yeah, I never saw that signal. The official came around. He was looking inside the net, but at no point did he signal goal. But he also didn't do the waving it off either. So I did not see. He might have said it verbally or audibly down there for everyone to hear. But again, the goal judge, he had the red light on, immediately put the headset on. The official was talking with his linesman there to see what they saw or didn't see. So again, another review here, and they've got it on the board here at the arena as a 2-1 game, but we don't know if that's going to be the case here.
So it all comes down to this overhead camera and what Casey Terreri is going to say. Will he point to the spot or will he wave it off? And we are just at their mercy at this point. The Icemen were all over the net of Sean Bonner. It was a bank shot from behind the goal line. I believe it went off the stick or maybe the leg of Bonner and went right towards the goal line. Just not sure if it went all the way over or not. Here's Terreri coming out. No goal. He waves it off. No goal. And listen to this crowd.
Yeah, they are not happy at all. Well, we never got a signal as to whether or not it was a goal or not. And again, the red light was turned on. Again, do they even talk to the goal judges anymore? I don't know, to see what they see. And we're getting somewhere that maybe that if he turned the red light on, then he saw it go in. But I don't even know why they.
The other thing to think about here is, why is this face-off outside the blue line?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's either a goal
or a save,
or it was covered up.
Yeah, which would be an offensive zone draw.
Nothing that the Icemen did to create this situation. Either way, it's a 1-1 hockey game. The Icemen within an inch or so, I would say, of taking the lead, but it goes by the boards. And the crowd now all over Casey Terreri as Jacksonville just has to regroup and try and get another good shift together. They can't be too concerned about what was called or not called. They just got to get right back out there and keep pressuring.
Oh, I think the Icemen are used to replays not going their way, so this is nothing new to them.
It has been that kind of year without question. Jacksonville does get the puck in the offensive zone. Soloviev tries to wrap it around the far side boards. Pinching in his Mingo, but he can't keep it in. The Icemen have it back at center. It is Albert for Shiplow. Shiplow gaining center ice. Good outlet pass for Rabbit, trying to go wide on his man. He'll take it behind the net. Centering pass for Shiplow, and it was deflected by Atlanta. Shiplow gets it back for Rabbit. Looking underneath. Oh my goodness! Sean Bonner! An incredible save to keep this at a 1-1 contest. 12:22 to go. And Sean Bonner, the save of the game. I don't know how that puck didn't go in.
Perfectly executed there by the Icemen, other than the fact that they just didn't score on it because Bonner larcened a goal away from Jacksonville. And Jacksonville's woes here as far as getting on the board. They've created so many chances. It continues right now on a phenomenal stop made that time by Sean Bonner.
We'll take a quick break and return in a moment. Somehow it is still only 1-1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch.
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch.
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow, bad bee.
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
Arlie Johnson, Alex Reed with you on Mixler and ECHL.TV. The Icemen coming within an inch or so of taking the lead twice in the last minute, but they didn't score on either occasion. It's still 1-1. Slap shot goes wide on a deflection. The initial shot coming from Dalton Thrower. Wasey Rabbit tracking it down. It's all Jacksonville right now. Rabbit tried a self-pass off the back of the net, but he couldn't get it back on his blade, and Atlanta plays to center and dumps into the zone. It is Harrison. Nice shift around Nesbitt. The Icemen play it around the wall. It is Warren chipping it ahead for Rabbit. Rabbit trying to go wide on Marchin, who takes the body on him. Rabbit keeps it going for Clark. Clark overskates the puck but gets it back. Tapping it into the corner for Rabbit. He's got Warren with him helping out. Atlanta does get the steal. They'll backhand it out to the Jacksonville line. Off the boards. A steal from the Gladiators. They'll chip it in behind the net of Carlson. Carlson blocking it for Chris Leisman. Long outlet pass deflected in by Warren to the left of Bonner. Bonner leaving it for Campbell, who drives it off the boards for Peterson. Peterson ahead for Collins. Haven't heard his name at all yet tonight. Collins, a big rangy forward, playing it in behind the Jacksonville net. Carlson tries to clear it around the wards. It's reversed around by Atlanta and held in the zone, at least for the moment. Man loses a stick on the play. That was Jacksonville, but getting it right back was Cedarholm as Leisman takes the hit in order to play it to center ice. And a huge hit by Josh Thrower this time. Coming back at him is Dowda, and now we've got a bumper cars going as the Icemen take it into the zone. Lynch with a wrister. That is deflected over the crossbar and over the glass, in fact, and out of play. Couple of guys getting, I think, their first shift of the night for Atlanta. In Josh Thrower, that is the brother, of course, of Dalton Thrower, along with Anthony Collins.
Yeah, a couple of big guys that know how to throw the weight around there. And Thrower for Atlanta, of course, the brother of Dalton, getting the big hit along the boards. And Adam Dowda came back and threw a couple of return checks in on a couple of Atlanta players. So things got a little physical there on that particular shift.
Face-off is in the Gladiator zone. Jacksonville tries to win it cleanly to Lange. Lange to the blue line for Mingo. Cross ice it is Shiplow. Wrister in a screen, deflected, and it got behind Bonner, but it did not end up on net. And Atlanta clears it out all the way to Carlson. Carlson will play it himself again off the glass all the way to center ice by everybody, in fact. Icing against Jacksonville. And we'll bring it back into the Icemen zone with 10:37 to go. It's all Jacksonville right now. They've done everything but taken the lead in this second period. They're out shooting the Gladiators now 18-15. 7 shots this period already, and most of them absolutely labeled on Sean Bonner, who has been incredible tonight.
He really has. He's made some big-time saves here. He's kept it this 1-1 game right now. Definitely giving his team a chance to take the lead in this game with the saves he's making, turning aside these quality scoring opportunities for Jacksonville.
Atlanta keeps the puck in the zone, tapping it behind the net. Mingo stick handles away from one man, shovels it ahead for Headin. Ahead of the pack, back for Mingo with some speed, trying to step around Solovyev. That is broken up defensively by Atlanta. Played to the neutral zone. Mingo getting it back, trying to tap it loose for Headin. Getting it free for Albert. Albert for Headin. Great pass. Drop pass for Shiplow. Cross ice. It is Lange. Wrister on goal, and a glove save again made by Sean Bonner, who is getting better as this game is moving along.
And that's typical Sean Bonner. I mean, if he gets off to a bad start, he typically has crumbled in those games. He doesn't really quite bounce back, but he's a guy that if he starts to see shots, starts to make saves, he gets into a rhythm, and then he's going to be fine the rest of the way out. And that's the game right now the Icemen are going to be dealing with, is Sean Bonner is getting stronger as the game goes on. And the only way you're really going to get him off is by putting the puck in the net here with a little bit of authority and regularity. So I think we're poised here for another duel here between Adam Carlson and Sean Bonner.
Could very well be 1-1 for the time being. Jacksonville rims it around behind the Atlanta cage, comes all the way towards the blue line. Brendan Warren knocking it free for Thrower. Thrower off the end boards. It goes behind the net for Rabbit. Centering pass, save made by Bonner. Rebound for Atlanta. Wasey Rabbit taking the body on a man, but the Gladiators get the puck and they'll have a 3-man rush. 3 back for Jacksonville as well. Poke check. Beautifully done by Chase Harrison. That sends Brendan Warren off on his way. Cross ice look, Wrister looking for Warren. It's just out of his reach, and it goes off the kick plates all the way back to the Jacksonville line for Leisman. D-to-D for Cedarholm. Using the boards, indirect pass broken up by Atlanta. Right along the Gladiator bench. And the Icemen finally dig it loose. They'll chip it off glass and safely into the Gladiator zone. Just under 9 minutes to go in the second period. Still a 1-1 hockey game. Leisman steps up, getting the puck free for Martin. Cedarholm up the right wing side for Lynch. He'll deflect in, just got a piece of it. And Bonner will leave the puck behind his net. Gladiators up the right wing side. Big hit there from Lynch as Atlanta plays it in. Carlson turns it into the corner. Frazee, sharp angle shot. hit something along the way, but it again went all the way across the slot to the opposite side boards. Frazee tapes a bump from Cedarholm. Jacksonville tries to clear. They do tap it ahead. Comes loose, and it is backhanded out of the zone by Martin. And the Gladiators have it back inside their line. It is Josh Thrower this time for Atlanta. Cutting from right to left. Gaining center ice, trying to clear it in. It's poked away by Cedarholm. Atlanta couldn't clear in that time. They do on the second crack at it, however. Carlson chipping it off glass. Trying to clear it away. Turnaround shot by Marchand. Poked loose by Cedarholm. Comes free for Lange. Lange with a touch pass for Albert. Albert's over the blue line onside. Stepping around a man wide. Man, he's very slick with his moves. Nothing fancy. He just finds a way to get around people. Atlanta back into the offensive zone. Centering pass goes off a skate. Back behind the net. Comes into the high slot. Messner with it. Wrister in a screen that goes wide. I'm not sure if Carlson ever saw it. Comes off the end boards for Headin. And the Icemen will get it to the neutral zone. Headin now going wide on Messner and beats him. Takes it behind the net. Centering feed. It's behind Chase Lange. And it comes out to center ice. Atlanta back into the zone. Eric Neely trying to go wide on Shiplow. Shiplow forces him behind the net, wraparound attempt, and Carlson is there to get a piece of it. As the Icemen try to clear, Messner holds it in. Back behind the net, centering pass, picked off by Jacksonville. Here's Chase Lange by himself for the moment. Picks up a couple of wingers, but he needed a line change. He'll just shovel it high into the air, and Messner taps it loose for Nesbitt. Long outlet pass. Intercepted by Jacksonville. They couldn't move with it. Gladiators get it back. Conway, 2-on-2. Wrister is deflected out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the Jacksonville zone. This second period is really starting to pick up the pace right now. A lot of back-and-forth action between Atlanta and Jacksonville. This is a high-quality hockey game.
It really is, and it kind of has that playoff hockey feel, because ultimately, Arlie, for the Icemen, pretty much every game the rest of the way out, it's playoff hockey for them. As they're trying to catch up here with the rest of the pack. Something that's certainly doable. They're very much alive, but they're going to have to get some wins, and they're going up against a team right now that's red hot and is also vying for one of those top 4 spots in the South Division. So this has been very entertaining, very hard fought, and it's a tightly contested game.
Jacksonville tries to clear out of the zone. They can't do it, but they have another chance. Dalton Thrower this time off the end boards for Harrison. He'll reverse it around. Rabbit trying to get to the puck, but it's Atlanta on it first. Nesbitt takes the hit, poked loose for himself. His shot goes well wide to the short side. Comes all the way to the blue line. Malatesta with a shot again off a Jacksonville player on net, and Carlson with a fantastic save.
Yeah, and that puck was coming in at a normal speed. I think Carlson was waiting for that, and it would have been a routine save, but then it hit off an Iceman player and then slowed down, and Carlson had to adjust, got down in the splits position and kicked out that right pad and was able to cover it up with the mitt. So great save that time, again made by Adam Carlson. And, he's got that ability. He's one of those guys that get a complete splits position, and he had to on that time to make the save.
Face off to Carlson's right. Turnaround shot from Atlanta goes wide of the net. McKinnon takes a big hit up high right in front of the referee, but no call from Casey Terreri. The Icemen are able to clear the zone, but Terreri obviously letting him play. There's only been one power play all night, remember. Jacksonville had it. They were unable to capitalize.
Yeah, that last hit there just kind of came up high to the head. They're calling that now. We saw it last night, illegal check to the head there. I think that one certainly could have been in that category. But again, he's letting them play. He let it slide.
The Icemen with the puck deep in their own zone. It is Weidman chipping it off glass. McKinnon hustling for it. Unable to get there. He actually slipped up on the play, but Jacksonville has it back at center. Bobby Lynch dropping it back for Weidman. To the left wing, it is McKinnon. McKinnon chips it in cross corner. Dowda will go to the bench. McKinnon going after it. Look out for the hit. Oh, man, did he flatten him. What a hit as Atlanta comes back. Getting a shot wide of the net is Marchand, but this crowd is still buzzing from that vicious check. Clean hit from Ian McKinnon, and now it's Jacksonville with a steal. Lange will play it out to center ice. Bouncing puck comes free for Albert. He's got Lange with him. Albert beats a man wide, gets a forehand on goal. Save is made by Bonner, and again the Atlanta players going after Chase Lange this time. They took exception to Lange getting a stick on Bonner's glove after he had frozen it. And tempers are flaring, and yes, this is definitely a playoff feel tonight. We are 1-1 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
Jacksonville and Atlanta are tied at 1. The Icemen have the puck in their own end. Wing-to-wing pass right on the tape of Warren. Warren going wide on Malatesta. Behind the net is Warren with a lot of speed. Throws it to the high blue line for Harrison, who dives to keep the puck in. He actually lost his footing, but he did a good job to hold it in the zone. Warren centering feed, deflects to Harrison. Slap shot also deflected out by Malatesta. And it comes out to center ice. Jacksonville will clear it back in. 4:28 to go in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Atlanta with an outlet pass that is deflected behind the Icemen net, so no icing here. Weidman holds a man up in order for Adam Dowda to take the puck. Dowda for Martin, streaking through the neutral zone. Dumps it loose. Trying to keep that puck in the zone is Warren. He did briefly, but the Gladiators get it right back. It is Campbell up the left wing side. A poke check by Jacksonville. Martin cannot get the shot away. Dowda with a forehand. Save again by Sean Bonner. As Dowda looks up to the heavens, wondering what is it going to take tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take Sean Bonner slipping and falling down and not be able to get back the way it's working out right now. But the Iceman continuing to throw shots his way, and Bonner is able to make these saves. And we were talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, Arlie. They were talking about that Sean Bonner, he can be hit or miss on some nights, but he's about as athletic a goaltender as they come. He can get across to make those saves, and he has done that here tonight on the ones out on those backdoor plays.
Pinching in is Jacob Cederholm behind the Atlanta net. Cederholm turns to his forehand and looks for somebody in front, throws it off the side of the net. Martin putting it in front. He gets thrown down by Messner on the play, as Messner lost his stick, but Atlanta plays it into the Jacksonville end. Rister on goal and a glove save by Adam Carlson this time, and we stay 1-1.
Yeah, back and forth action here. Both teams testing one another in their respective zones there, and this has been a seesaw battle, almost like a chess match here, Arlie, and it's been a lot of fun so far. I mean, a 1-1 game, two teams competing here in the spirit of playoff hockey here. Both teams trying to do everything they can to lock up a spot, and right now this has been fun to watch here. Two teams to see it's good to see the competitive spirit.
Albert on the faceoff for Jacksonville. He has their only goal tonight, set up by Mike Headin. And Albert wins the draw. It comes high off the glass for Headin. Headin out to center ice, looking for Lange. Lange gets it over the blue line, but no further. Atlanta has possession at their own blue line. Neely will deflect in. Shiplow for Jacksonville. Around the boards, broken up, gets it right back. Feeding it to the left side for Albert. Albert up the boards for Lange. Lange cannot clear the zone. It's held in. Behind the net, Atlanta trying to center is Marchant. All the way to the blue line. Soloviev with a wrister that is blocked in front by Mingo. He's got Lange ahead of the pack. Can he get it to him? Yes, he does. Lange over the blue line. Crashing the net is Headin. Lange with a forehand and another gorgeous glove save by Sean Bonner. The Icemen keep pounding at the door, and Bonner keeps stonewalling him time and again.
Yeah, that was a promising looking chance there, because you had Lange cutting in really close, and of course one of the top goal getters on this Jacksonville club. Not to mention the Icemen had some traffic on the other side in case there was a rebound, but there wasn't one because of a clean point-blank glove save made by Bonner with no rebound there. He made that one look pretty.
Clark, Warren, and Rabbit now the forward line for Jacksonville. Love to see this line get on track a little bit, especially with Everett Clark returning to the lineup as of yesterday. Atlanta wins this faceoff. They do clear it out. Foot race for the puck. Could be icing. It's going to be close, but they will give it to Jacksonville. And then after the whistle, thrower collides with Nogard, I believe, and the two of them have to be separated by Cole Rui, the linesman. Almost never see any kind of body contact on an icing call anymore. It's not like the old days where it's first touch.
Are we back in the 1990s here, Harley? That's what it looked like there. A little bit of contact there after the icing whistle, but it's going to bring the face-off all the way back down the other way. But that used to happen a lot back in the day. But that rule's been out for quite some time, and that was a nice little throwback there.
Yeah, I kind of like that back in the old days.
Yeah, the old days.
They got rid of it for the right reasons.
I agree. I needed to come out.
Yeah.
Too many guys were getting injured there. It was a dangerous play, and I'm glad it's out.
Jacksonville wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Rabbit, what a great step around slap shot from a sharp angle, well wide at the blue line. Nice hold in by Jacksonville. Keeping it in the zone is Thrower, looking for Warren. Warren behind the net on his backhand. Tries to poke it free for Rabbit in the corner, and the Icemen again getting their cycling game going. Warren at the near side boards, turns to his forehand. Tries to step it back to the blue line, but Atlanta clears it out. And Atlanta still has the puck, in fact, over the blue line. It is Nelson. Carlson makes a save. It trickled behind him, but wide of the net. And the Icemen looking to clear it out of the zone. They can't do it yet. Carlson with a save on a very tricky shot that deflected in on net. Rabbit trying to feed it for Warren, but able to get there ahead of him is Josh Thrower for Atlanta. Jacksonville right back in. What a smart play by Jacksonville to stay on side. I think that was Brendan Warren who jumped onto his bench so that way he wouldn't be offside. And Jacksonville takes the puck into the offensive zone. Weidman unable to keep it in at the blue line, however. Man, I wish that had connected for a goal, because that would have been the unsung play of the year, perhaps.
It would have been, and he jumped into the arms of Ben Halford, the backup goaltender, and he had to get off there quickly. Halford made certain he didn't get hurt and fall in there the right way. That was a good heads-up play.
We're down to 1:23 to go in the second period. Jacksonville in the offensive zone. It is Martin. Drop pass for Weidman. Wrister in a screen, and it was blocked in front. It might have even gone off his own man. I don't know if Bonner ever saw it. Jacksonville with good pressure again. Lynch with a wrist shot. Score! Bobby Lynch puts the Icemen back on top, 2-1. A wrister from the top of the left circle that got through some traffic and caught Sean Bonner late, beats him high to the short side, 2-1 Icemen.
Bobby Lynch has had so many great chances the last couple of nights, hasn't been rewarded on all of them. That time just took it. There was a defenseman in front, and in reacting to it late, that time was Bonner. I don't know if he saw it, and there might have been a little bit of a tip there in front. Dowda was on the front door and got a piece of it maybe here. We'll see how they score it. Either way, Lynch making the play and able to get that one in past Bonner for the chance.
There was definitely a deflection. Not sure if it was Dowda or if it went off an Atlanta player. Either way, it's 2-1 Jacksonville with a late second period goal, and they have earned this lead without question. Puck trickles down to Carlson on a pop fly that he is able to get the save on. They're going to call it a goal for Bobby Lynch right now, saying that it went off an Atlanta defender. I believe that is the right call there on it going off an Atlanta skate or a leg, perhaps.
But to that argument, Dowda did lead the pack towards the bench there. So Dowda did lead them. So who knows? They see how they scored either way.
So the Icemen, a late second period goal to take the lead. Less than a minute to go in the second period. They are currently giving the goal now to Adam Dowda. If it's Dowda, it is his 15th of the year. Bobby Lynch will get the assist. And the Icemen with it in their own zone, trying to deflect it all the way down to Bonner. It is just wide. It will be called icing. Clock stops with 31.9 seconds to go in the period. So give the goal to Adam Dowda, his 15th of the year from Bobby Lynch. Jacksonville on top, 2-1 right now.
You know, and the Icemen have really, again, Sean Bonner's been sensational. He's a big part why this game is so tight right now. But honestly, Arlie, I think the Icemen have dominated the period. They have the time of attack. They've won the battles. Atlanta, at really no point in this period, has gotten sustained pressure in the offensive zone. A lot of their shots have come from the outside. They've come from up high. They've had some good looks, but it's been very quick in the zone, done, and then back the other way. And the Icemen have kind of controlled possession. So I think they've controlled the tempo a little bit. And still a very tight game here, and Bonner has kept this game close without question.
Yeah, it could easily be 3 or 4 to 1 in favor of the Icemen. Carlson's had a couple of big saves as well, but the Icemen unquestionably have had the better opportunities tonight in this game. 10 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville has the puck in their own zone. Maybe one final rush, but they really have to hustle. Headin from center ice, clears it in. It's a delayed offside, and the Icemen will just go back to center and let the clock run down to 0. But Jacksonville getting a goal with just 1:08 to go in the second period. Adam Dowda, the deflection on Bobby Lynch's shot. And the Icemen will be on top 2-1 heading into the break. Shots on goal in that period. Jacksonville with 13. They have a 2-period total of 24. For Atlanta, 9 shots on goal that period. They have 21 shots through 2 periods. Jacksonville's on top 2-1. Coming up in just a moment, assuming he remembers, we're going to have Bob Arablo with us live to talk about some of the upcoming promotions and today's promotion, in fact, as well. And certainly we'll touch on the All-Star game as well. 2-1 Jacksonville after 2 periods. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixler and on ECHL.TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 32nd season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; A&R Sports, official hockey accessory supplier; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2020 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Ticket Galaxy, official ticket resale partner; and Warrior, official on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to JacksIcemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Sign up for ECHL TV and watch every ECHL game live online. Follow your favorite teams at home and on the road. With live streaming available on your PC, iPad, and iPhone, you'll never be too far away from the action. Never miss a big goal. Relive your favorite ECHL moments in the video archives. And catch every game from around the league live. If ECHL hockey is on, it's on ECHL.TV.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Newman. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff. NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are back at the Publix rink at the Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you as the Jacksonville Icemen have a 2-1 lead over the Atlanta Gladiators through 2 periods of play. And I am so pleased to be joined by President Bob Arablo today. First time in a long time we've had you up here, Bob. We have to meet more often.
I think you don't enjoy these. I don't know, Arlie. You know, I mean, I try to be funny. You know,
you're very amusing to me. You know, Reader, he talks a lot, and it's tough to get him off the microphone, as it is myself sometimes. But it is great to have you on board here, and we have a ton to talk about. Not just on the ice, because the Icemen playing obviously so well and having a lot of home games, but you've been so busy with all these promotions, left and right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tonight, Faith and Family last night. So many home games to close out the year. I believe it was 19 home games in a 44-day stretch, and you and your staff just continuing to kill it with all these promotions, and you've got to be so proud of your staff and the fans for coming out time and again and still third in the league in attendance.
You know, I go to team meetings with the other teams, and I can't tell you how proud I am of the staff, and I mention that at every meeting. I think they're going to stop inviting me to those meetings, but I can't say enough about the hardworking staff I have here. I can't say enough about the fans here in Jacksonville, how they keep coming, they keep responding, whether it's promotions or it's the hockey, whatever it is. You know, we are one of the top teams in the league when it comes to support, and you know, we want to keep growing it. You know, obviously. And keep building on it. So that's what our goals are now.
And I know from an off-ice point of view, you were very excited about having a back-loaded home schedule, but it also came with its own challenges. And this kind of weekend is exactly that kind of challenge. It's hard when you have 3 home games in 3 days, in 2.5 days, to have a good draw each and every night. How do you do it, and how do you try and work it around that with your staff?
Well, you just keep it interesting, you know, and then you give the staff some time off when there's a gap in the schedule. But, you know, last night we had the Faith and Family, very successful night. Tonight we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we also have the giving of the Jason Christie bobbleheads.
Oh, that's right.
You know, coach's bobbleheads.
Have you met the third member of our broadcast team here?
Thanks to our friends at Arlington Toyota, and that's the neatest I've ever seen Jason's hair. So, you know, so that's great. Tomorrow we got our Publix Family Fun Day. Kids can come down on the ice after the game and take shots. Or I'm sorry, no, tomorrow's our season ticket holder day.
Right.
So after the game, season ticket holders, the season ticket members are invited to come down to the game, ice and meet the players and hang out with the players a little bit.
And part of all of this has culminated into what is going to be a monumental event next year. I have not had a chance to talk to you, I think, on the air about the 2021 ECHL All-Star Game right here in Jacksonville. None of this would have been possible if you hadn't been so successful for 2+ years off the ice, building this season ticket base, building season corporate sponsorships, building these promotional nights, and it all comes down to this. And I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything more from your standpoint, could you?
One of the top events of the year in professional hockey is an All-Star game. And, you know, whether it's NHL, AHL, ECHL All-Star game, it's a big event. The hockey world will converge upon Jacksonville next year, you know, for our All-Star weekend. And it'll be filled with festivities. We'll have a fan fest. We'll celebrate hockey here in Jacksonville and all over the world. You know, we'll have an appearance by the Stanley Cup, the Kelly Cup, which we hope we'll get. Besides the All-Star game that we'll get on a regular basis.
Yes.
But that's our goal. But, you know, and there'll be a Hall of Fame luncheon. You know, so it'll be like a 3-day event here in Jacksonville. The city of Jacksonville's been awesome getting behind us. The Mayor Curry's office helped us land the game. They actually came to Tampa where the meeting was, where we pitched against several other teams to get the game. And we want to make that a big thing. And we're doing a little different format. You know?
Yes.
It's going to be the ECHL All-Stars versus our own Jacksonville Icemen. And, you know, so our fans will have someone to cheer for every time there's play going on the ice. And, you know, it's a big task, but Coach Bobblehead over here told me that that we're going to be able to be very competitive next year for that game.
And I love that you chose that route. And I also love that the league allows you to choose a route. Not everybody gets that opportunity. Sometimes it's just this is the way it's going to be. If you want an All-Star game, you have to do it like this. Yeah. But Ryan Creelan, the commissioner of the league, says no. If you want to do it a certain way, go ahead and do it. And for Jacksonville's perspective, I mean, what more could you want than to be able to cheer your team on? It's going to be like just another visiting team coming in. They're going to be very talented, certainly, but the Icemen will certainly have some cohesion, and I think that's really going to add a lot of spice and flavor to this game next year.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, one of the things about All-Star games is that it's wide open ice. There's not a lot of hitting and checking, but you get to see the real skills of the players, and that's what we're looking forward to seeing. And then between periods, each of the 2 intermissions, we're going to have a skills competition. So it'll be, you know, future NHL stars that are going to be competing for fastest shot and all kinds of different fastest skaters, things that you see on TV when you watch the NHL game. We're bringing right here to this game.
You have a lot of work ahead of yourself between now and January 18th. That's Martin Luther King Day, by the way,
yes.
if you're wondering when the ECHL All-Star Game is going to be. What are some of the highlights as you step forward in terms of handling an All-Star Game, getting it done, not just done at all, but getting it done the right way?
Well, you know, luckily I have some key people on my staff that have been through All-Star in Orlando when the Solar Bears hosted it. Scott Einhorn and Jake Ninko have been with us in putting together an All-Star game. So, you know, but there's a lot of people involved, a lot of steps. Visit Jacksonville is going to be involved with helping us put it together, a host committee. You know, our season ticket members will have the tickets built into their package. You know, so there's a lot of things that go on around an All-Star game, and we want this to be the best All-Star game in ECHL history. And the challenge was set 2 years ago. It was in Toledo. They had a sold-out crowd.
Yeah.
It was just an electric atmosphere. Well, we're going to be more electric than Toledo, and that's what I told the guys from Toledo. And they voted for us, so, you know, they get the game. So.
Well, I mean, once it got to a point, you could tell pretty early on, I think in season 1, honestly. I mean, you and I have talked about it in the fledgling stages. You told me repeatedly, I want this game, well, but I want it done the right way. But you could tell that the season ticket base was building. You could tell that this was going to be a team that was going to stick around for quite a while. It wasn't going to be a fly-by-night operation by any stretch. And I get the feeling that by that, you know, 2017-18 season, you probably knew this is happening. It's just a matter of when we get nominated to come in and actually host the event.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of steps that are taken to ensure that hockey works this time in Jacksonville after several unsuccessful attempts. And no one's gotten this far into it with these kinds of crowds and this kind of support. You know, and then this past summer, a big part of the puzzle was put together when Andy Kaufman and a local group of investors, including myself, all got together and said, this is our city, this is our town, we live here, our kids go to school here. Well, my kid's older, but our kids go to school here. We love this city, and you know what? Let's be the only locally owned team in Jacksonville, and that's what we were able to do. So this team's not going anywhere for a long, long time.
No, and the crowds are so appreciative of that without question, and having guys like Andy Kaufman step in has been really extremely beneficial to this organization. And now it just comes down to putting it all together when it's all said and done, and just enjoying the ride for the remainder of this season and on into next season.
Well, you know, this season's not over yet, though.
That's true.
You know, I mean, our goals right now are to bridge the gap. We think we have games at hand now. We can beat Atlanta. We can beat Greenville tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock is a big game for us against Greenville. They're losing right now against Florida, so we could gain 2 points on them. We're still in the playoff hunt, and we want to bring the playoffs back. Last year was so much fun, even though we only got one round, but everyone was growing their playoff beards and stuff. And actually, Brian Hughes from the mayor's office today said Mayor Curry wants to know when he's going to start growing his beard
fantastic.
again. So I said, give us a couple of weeks, and we'll get you there. But it's just been great. Everything about this town and this team and the support has been wonderful. And I know our investors are also entrenched into winning a championship. Bringing the All-Star game's great.
Yeah.
But our real goal is to bring the Cali Cup here. If you buy a sports team and you're not trying to win a championship, then you should own a sports team.
There's no doubt about it, and we love that is the case. And we'll see what happens this year. There's certainly a path to get to this postseason. This is a playoff atmosphere, by the way, tonight too. Not just on the ice, but with the crowd as well. You can tell.
Last night the same against the Everblades. We had that thrilling win in overtime. Tonight we're up 2-1 right now. Actually 3-1, but the ref didn't count the goal. And then tomorrow Greenville. So this is a key weekend for us. If we can get 6 points out of this weekend, we are right back in the driver's seat.
And not just 6 points for us, but it could be a weekend when many other teams do not get any points. So it could be a 6-point gain on a couple of teams, maybe 4 on Atlanta, but it could easily be 6 on both Orlando and on Greenville. Bob Arabalo has been our guest, president of the Jacksonville Icemen. Thank you.
I need to shout out to my wife who's at home tonight watching the game on ECHL TV, listening to you, listening to Reader. I say this every time I do an interview is I can't thank the fans of Jacksonville enough for how they've supported our team, and just keep coming. Let's keep growing, and let's turn this town into a real hockey town. I think we're off to a great start, and somewhere down the road we're going to say, what's football?
Exactly. And don't forget, 2020-2021 season tickets on sale now. How do they get them, Bob?
They just have to go to jacksiceman.com or stop by and see Rishi at one of our games here. Season ticket membership includes a lot of benefits, including All-Star luncheon as well. So, our season ticket members are the lifeblood of this team, and we ask everybody to come out and support us. And you'll find 36 nights of exciting entertainment for you, your family, your coworkers, your office. People love coming to these games, and season ticket membership is the best way to do it.
Let's make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Let's go Icemen.
Thank you. Let's go Icemen, man.
All right, there's Bob Arabalo, our guest, the president of the Jacksonville Icemen. We'll take a very quick break and come back to get prepared for the start of period number 3. It's been a great one so far, and the Icemen have the lead 2-1 over the Atlanta Gladiators. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
We are back for the start of period number 3. Jacksonville needs this game, needs a victory, really wanting it in regulation. They don't want to allow Atlanta to get anything. Puck is down, third period is underway, an immediate icing against Jacksonville. They have a 2-1 lead, trying to win this one in regulation. Looking at the standings very quickly, Jacksonville currently 9 points behind Atlanta in the standings, but they do have 2 games in hand. This is sort of a 4-point swing game for the Icemen. You win this one, you are 7 points back. You still have 2 games in hand. And remember, this is the first of 5 more meetings between these 2 teams this year. So if Jacksonville can dominate this remainder of the season series, they could be right there with Atlanta, along with Greenville and Orlando.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, you know, people could say, well, the Icemen are kind of way out there from a point standpoint, but it's not. They can catch up real fast again. Again, the 5 matchups here, and then, of course, the 5 games in hand. I think it's 4 games in hand now on Greenville, and a chance to play them tomorrow. I mean, they can make up ground really quickly and get right back in it, but they are going to take advantage of these opportunities and against these opponents.
Atlanta gets a turnaround shot that goes well wide of the net, comes all the way back to their own blue line. Gladiators have it there with Solovyev. Moving it D to D. Atlanta playing it up the left wing side. Poked away by Jacksonville. Mingo plays it ahead for Lange over the blue line, just out of the reach of Brendan Warren, and Lange is hurt on the play. He took a hit into the boards. He is hurt on the play and down. We've got a whistle. Running out onto the ice is Jacksonville's trainer, Scooter McClay. Lange favoring his lower body. And he is right now just on his knees right at the offside face-off dot.
Yeah, not what you want to see when your leading scorer is down on the ice right now, having a difficult time here, getting up, being tended to here by Scooter McClay. Looks as if Lange wants to get up right now, but he's shaking up. He's going to skate off, which is very encouraging to see here, but still wincing in pain, let's say.
Can't even really tell where he might be banged up right now. He did have a little more pace to him as he went towards the bench, and he did not go to the locker room. He just went to the bench. He doesn't have his helmet on right now, but he is out there. Head coach Jason Christie wants a word with referee Casey Terreri about it also. But he's not going to get anything out of that. It's just going to be a draw outside the Atlanta blue line. Remember, only 1 penalty this entire game. It's been a little testy at times, but not to the point where it's created any kind of power play opportunities. And that was part of the speaking points from Jason Christie before the game also. Must stay out of the box against this team. He does not like Atlanta's power play. They're very potent, and so a disciplined game is the best way to beat this team. And so far, the Icemen have been beyond disciplined, as the Icemen take it just over the blue line. Trying to keep it in is Brendan Warren. Wasey Rabbit helping out at the blue line. It is Everett Clark sweeping it off the boards. Rabbit tries to get a steal, but Nogard plays it back behind his own net for Chris Forney. It is Forney. Back for Nogard. Gets to the neutral zone. Cedarholm steps up the defender all the way to the red line, breaking that play up and tapping it back to the Atlanta line. Scott Conway tracks it down, gives it up immediately to Dowda. Dowda flipping it to an open wing, back to the Atlanta line. It is Campbell in control, chipping it off the boards. It is kicked ahead by Dowda. Man goes down, penalty coming. It's on the Gladiators. And another power play for Jacksonville. Tripping is the call as Bobby Lynch drew that call. And heading to the penalty box is Thomas Frazee, and a Darley's Plumbing power play here for the Icemen, and this could be the opportunity that they really need for a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, and they could certainly use it here. Again, Atlanta, we talked about their potency of being able to score, and again, a 1-goal game, I don't think it's going to be enough, Arlie, right now. It's not, and not saying that 2 goals is enough, but the Icemen could use a little bit of breathing room, and maybe allow them to get a little bit more defensive if they can acquire a 2-goal advantage. We'll see if they can right now. We've also talked about the vulnerability the Icemen have on the power play as well. We don't want to even bring that up, but we'll see how this plays out here for Jacksonville.
Not even going to mention it. Atlanta does win the faceoff. They clear it the length of the ice. It is Luke Shiplow tapping it into his own end for Mike Headin. Headin back for Shiplow, and the Icemen will start the charge ahead. John Albert with some speed through center ice, gains the line for Lynch into the slot. It is Martin, couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. Atlanta steals and clears it out. Are they going to call Jacksonville for touching the puck with a high stick? They are. And that'll bring it deep into the Icemen zone. Still 90 seconds to go on this power play. And we'll bring it to the right side of Adam Carlson with the drop of the puck. Jacksonville out shooting Atlanta 24-21 through 2 periods of play. There has not been a shot on goal yet this period. Jacksonville hoping to change that very shortly as the Icemen win the draw. It is Mingo flying through center ice right now. Gets around one man, cuts over the blue line on the left wing side, drops it for Rabbit and gets it back. Centering feed for Warren. He'll take it behind the net, feeding it for Lange, who is back on the ice. Great to see him on the ice so quickly. Rabbit at the left circle. Back for Lange. High slot. Slap shot is deflected on net. And making the save is Bonner. And Atlanta will clear it rolling on edge all the way to Carlson. That was a change-up shot on Bonner, but he made the right pad save. 56 seconds to go on this man advantage. Mingo deking away from Conway. Weaving through center ice and leaving it for Dauda. Dauda's over the blue line, dropping it for Lange. Lange for Mingo. Wrister in a screen. He had a man in front in Warren. Bonner makes the save. Rabbit spins to keep the puck away from a man. Mingo back for Rabbit. Down low for Lange. Centering feed. Warren cannot get the shot away, but another penalty coming. Is this one on Atlanta too or no? Hooking is the call. And who's going to the box this time? I think it's Atlanta again.
Wow.
And it is. And it becomes a 5-on-3 power play for Jacksonville for the next 30 seconds as Scott Conway goes into the box. I do not recall the Icemen having even one 2-man advantage all season long.
I know they've had to kill a few of them off this year.
Including on Wednesday.
Yeah, they did. And, of course, chance right now. Again, that was a good setup by Jacksonville. Warren was in the process of taking the shot. Obviously, the official saw some kind of hook there from Conway. And if that was the case, then it would be the right call. And someone's in the process of taking a shot for a scoring chance. He saw it. He's called it. Here we go.
Critical draw, and Jacksonville wins it. Shiplow down into the corner for Albert. Albert into this slot, feeding it for Lynch. He has to spin to keep possession. Just 13 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Headin. Cross ice for Lynch, right circle. Wrister is blocked in front, comes to Albert. In the slot, it is Shiplow. Wrister is blocked in front. Atlanta not able to clear it out. They do get one man back on the ice, though. Lynch for Albert, centering pass, goes just wide on the centering feed, and Atlanta clears it around the boards. Lynch, what a play to hold it in, hustling to hold it at the right point. 5-on-4 power play now for Jacksonville. Shiplow to the left side for Headin. Wrister on net, save is made. Rebound bumps up into the air. Messner tries to clear. Shiplow holds it in, bouncing it off the wall, and Atlanta finally gets it back and clears it out to center. Right back come the Icemen. Lynch over the blue line, steps around Frazee. Frazee gets it back, backhands it for Marchand, who will stick handle out to center ice. Marchand shorthanded one-on-one. He shoots it wide of the net, gets it right back behind the net. Stepping in is Shiplow. He'll knock the puck free for the Icemen. 43 seconds left on this power play for Jacksonville. Brendan Warren leaving the puck behind the net for Mingo. Man, he can fly. Dejan Mingo up the right wing side, gets by one man, tries to drop it back for Dauda. Dauda for Warren, left wing for Rabbit into the zone. Great move by Rabbit, spinning on a man and gives himself a little more space. 21 seconds left on the power play. Mingo from the point. Dauda, one-timer. It's a bomb. Save is made. Rebound into the corner. Jacksonville gets it back. Warren takes a big hit. Neely tries to clear, but the Icemen hold it in. It is Lange right at the blue line, and he loses control. Short-handed breakaway for Neely. Neely, forehand, denied by Carlson. What a huge save, keeping it 2-1. Teams are back at 5-on-5 as Atlanta has a steal in the neutral zone, only to give it right back up to the Icemen. It is Rabbit with a high flip into the zone. It was a great power play from Jacksonville, but it almost turned sour in the final 2 seconds on a breakaway from Atlanta. What a save from Adam Carlson. Now it's Jacksonville trying to clear it out of their own zone, and they do. And it's Albert taking it over the blue line, spinning past the man, dropping it for Clark. Clark at the far side boards, plays it to the line for Harrison. Wrister is blocked in front and never reached the net. Campbell trying to clear it out. Gets it to the blue line. Harrison holds it in on a bouncer. Headin takes it to the near side boards. His pass is deflected. Held in, though. It is Clark this time. Into the high slot is Clark. He gets tripped up on the play. No call that time as Harrison taps it away from Peterson. Peterson gets it back. It's a 2-on-1 for Atlanta. Centering feed, and the shot goes wide from the Gladiators. Karams all the way to the blue line for Solovyev. Cross ice, it is Nelson. Nelson at the left circle. Tries to skate into the high slot. Rister from the point. That goes wide. Comes all the way to Solovyev at the left side. Into the boards. Messner tries to center. He'll play it down low instead for Nogard. Defending is Jacksonville. Headin is there. Harrison is there. But Atlanta still has the puck. Messner loses the handle. Big break for Jacksonville as it comes out to center ice. Atlanta redirects into the zone. Carlson, oh man, that was dangerous. Tried to play it behind his own net, and he almost played it into the net. Didn't miss by more than a couple feet, but the Icemen right back. Lead pass for Lynch. Deflects off of his stick. It goes back behind the net. Jacksonville pressuring to keep the play in the zone. It is Dowda on his forehand into the high slot for Martin. Martin cannot pull the trigger on a shot, but he does keep the puck. Man, he's got some great stick handling. Craig Martin all the way behind the net, tries to center, it's deflected. Comes free for Lynch. Back and forth we go. Jacksonville now with some pressure. It is Lynch at the near side boards. To the blue line for Cedarholm. Slap shot goes wide. Martin tried to deflect. The Icemen play it around the wall for Lynch. Looking for Martin. Martin on his backhand. Can't get the shot away. He still has possession, though. Heavy pressure from Jacksonville. Finally, it's Atlanta clearing it out just over the blue line. And Weidman will slam it right back in. Back and forth we go with 12 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third period. Both teams have had chances, but it stays 2-1 Icemen. Atlanta into the zone. Centering feed deflects to Marchand. Turnaround shot deflects into the high slot. Shot towards goal, and they will score. May have been deflected in front, and with 11:56 to go in the third period, it's a 2-2 hockey game.
Yeah, the quick strike, we said the one goal wouldn't be enough. Atlanta was going to get an opportunity, and they did. And again, let's go back to the penalty kill there a while back, just a few moments ago. I mean, that was a big moment for Atlanta in this game. They surrender a goal. They got themselves down by 2. This gave them, I think, a little bit of confidence here, and certainly gave them the belief that, hey, they're still in this game, and they come right back and respond with a goal. And the Icemen have done everything. They have dominated possession and the control in this game, but they don't have enough goals here to show for it right now, and Atlanta goes right down, and again, just quick to snap of a finger, they've tied this game back up.
They'll give that goal to Eric Neely. He did get the deflection in front. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Jacksonville needs this victory. Here come the Icemen again, playing it up the left wing side, but it goes into the Atlanta bench, and it will result in a stoppage in play. We'll take a break with 11:42 to go in the third period. The Gladiators have tied it up. It's a 2-2 hockey game. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey, Field of Freeze.
Ever wish we didn't have so many bank fees? Ouch!
We should get a free checking account at Community First. They even give you a cash bonus. Ouch!
Ever wish we had just bought a jar of honey instead of harvesting it?
Ow! Bad bee!
Have you heard the buzz? Community First is giving up to $200 cash bonuses when you open a free checking account with direct deposit. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. NCUA insured.
The Atlanta Gladiators have just tied it up with the Jacksonville Icemen. It's a 2-2 game. Jacksonville has had leads of 1-0 and 2-1 tonight, only to see the Gladiators draw even on both occasions, which only means that the next goal should belong to Jacksonville, right?
Yep, the seesaw battle continues, and it has been a seesaw battle. Both teams getting some chances, but really, you look at Atlanta, the penalty kill there on the 5-on-3, even though it was 30 seconds, they still killed about 4 minutes of penalty time. I mean, or 3 or 4 minutes penalty time. And then, of course, the saves by Sean Bonner in this game. Again, this game could have been a blowout with the chances the Icemen have set up. But Bonner has given his chance and his team an opportunity to not only tie this game back up, but to still very much be in this game.
Jacksonville's out shooting Atlanta 29-23. But we are deadlocked at 2. And I'm not saying this will happen, but the Icemen have had 3 power plays, including a 2-man advantage in the third period. It is not unusual, let's just say, that an official will even the score a little bit, especially considering the Icemen have not had a single shorthanded situation all game long.
Yeah, without question. There's no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised that Atlanta's going to get a chance in the power play here. And, anything that's going to be close, I think, might get called just to try to even it up there. And then, of course, on that penalty kill, you're going to have to be very disciplined because you'll have no problem making it a 5-on-3. They say that doesn't happen, but oftentimes you do see it.
There's no doubt about it. But we'll see how it all plays out. 11:18 to go in the third. Draw will be to Adam Carlson's right. Jacksonville just committed an icing infraction, so we'll have a draw between Everett Clark and Logan Nelson. Clark wins it cleanly for Dalton Thrower. Chase Harrison to the right wing for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit gets it to the blue line. He'll tap it into the corner. Clark lets it go to himself, feeding it for Brendan Warren. Leaving it back underneath for Clark, but it's poked away by the Glads. And up the left wing side, it is Avery Peterson for Josh Thrower. Again, the brothers playing tonight against each other just the second time all year. This is the 8th meeting between Jacksonville and Atlanta, but it's only the second time that these two guys have been on the same ice at the same time. Jacksonville gets a shot just wide of the net from Bobby Lynch, using a defender as a screen there. Atlanta plays it around the boards. Neely pokes it out to center ice. The Icemen get it right back. Cross ice look for Lynch. Flipping it ahead, looking for Dowda. Cleared out of the zone by Atlanta. Will this one be icing? No. Saying that Jacksonville could have gotten to the puck that time. Can't argue that call. We'll play on. Atlanta with it in the neutral zone. Lead pass picked off by Chris Leidsman. Leidsman looking for Dowda. Intercepted by Atlanta, marching with a wrister. Getting a piece of it was Carlson, redirecting it all the way back into Atlanta territory. Nearing the midway point now of this third period. Atlanta flips it in, bouncing on net, and Carlson will have to scoop it up with the glove and take the face-off.
I thought of a story, Arlie. We were talking about evening up a 5-on-3 and later on giving the other team a 5-on-3. And I can recall with one of the teams I worked with, I'll leave the coach nameless, but it was a 5-on-3 in an overtime game, in a playoff game, I might add. Oh. And it was the right call. I mean, it was 2 obvious calls. And the head coach of the team I was with called timeout, huddled up. You think he's going to devise a play here on the 5-on-3, and all he had to say was, "You better score on it, guys, because you know they're going to get one." And they did score, and they won the game. But that was pretty much the no play. Just you know what to do. You got to score because they're going to get one.
Puck goes up into the crowd as we resume play. Carlson making a stick save along the way. And, yeah, that is not untrue without question. There's always has a way of evening things up. Not necessarily saying that the officials are doing the right thing or the wrong thing. And not saying it'll happen tonight. It may not happen at all tonight.
Well, I asked the question to the coach. I was like, what did you say during that 5-on-3? What did you go over the play? It was really quick. You didn't even have the grease board out. He's like, oh, I just told him, you better score because they're going to get one too. And interesting concept there. Even coaches think that way, I guess.
It's Jacksonville with the puck through center ice. Over the blue line is Warren trying to kick it ahead for Rabbit. Knocked free by Atlanta, not cleared yet. Right at the line, Clark will poke it a little deeper, but the Gladiators have possession. Wristing it off the wall. Big hit there from Thrower on a man. Took no guard down, and there's your penalty. It's on Jacksonville. Dalton Thrower heading to the box. You knew it was coming at some point. Elbowing is the call against Dalton Thrower, and for the first time tonight, it will be Jacksonville shorthanded, and the Atlanta power play comes on the ice, and they are good, and they are good against Jacksonville specifically. 7th in the league at exactly 20% on the power play of the Gladiators. They are 25% against the Icemen this year. Head-to-head, 8 for 32.
Yeah, and Atlanta, I believe, is 5th best in the league on the road on the power play. So it's a group that knows how to score, and they've got an opportunity right now. Now, the key moment here, again, tight games, Arlie, we've talked about all season long. It does come down to special teams.
Gladiators win the faceoff. Right side, wrister and a screen. It goes wide, kicks all the way to the blue line. Can Messner hold it in? Yes, just barely. Playing it behind the net for Peterson. Mingo defends on him. Atlanta sets up once more. Left side, it's Messner with a one-timer. Save is made. Rebound goes right through the blue paint, and it comes across to the opposite wall. Getting a piece of a pass is Dejan Mingo, but he can't get the puck out. Nesbitt wristing it on goal. It's deflected by Peterson, and Carlson is there for the save. He'll keep it and take the draw. 1:29 to go on this man advantage for Atlanta. Their first of the night, first power play of the night for the Gladiators.
Yeah, and they worked the puck around effectively there to get those chances, and had a couple scary moments there. A couple shots went wide, but they were able to set up some nice plays here. Icemen need to get a draw here. They did not win this one. Get the puck out.
Malatesta, left point for Atlanta, moves it cross ice. Defending is Dowda on the play. Atlanta still trying to move it in front. Seam pass deflected and cleared out of the zone. Well done by Jacob Cederholm. Goes all the way down to Sean Bonner, who will leave it for Malatesta. Atlanta going with 4 forwards out on the ice. Outlet pass for Nogard. Nogard over the blue line, and it goes off a man for Jacksonville. It went right into the face of Dejan Mingo, and he is hurt. Coming out is Scooter McClay again as Mingo goes straight to the locker room.
Yeah, it's the second time in the last 2 weeks that Mingo has taken one up there in the chops. The last time it happened was one of the games down in Florida a couple of weeks ago, that Saturday game, and he took one right off the jaw. And fortunately for him, though, the puck hit flat, and it didn't do much damage at all. He was very fortunate. This time, though, takes another one up high. And immediately they got the crew has to come out here. There's a little bit of sprinkle of blood out on the ice. They're going to have to get him fixed up. You hate to see that. But he's been on the receiving end of now 2 of those in the last 2 weeks. Oh, you just hate to see that.
Hopefully he is okay. He did get up onto his feet extremely quickly. It obviously did result in a stoppage in play. I think they're going to have to scoop things up a little bit. Good crowd on hand tonight. 7,008, the announced crowd this evening. And they are catching a whale of a hockey game. We just don't know what the outcome is yet. Hopefully they'll go home happy tonight.
Yeah, it would be nice for the fans that came out here again. This has been a playoff hockey. It definitely has that feel, Arlie.
They brought out a big trash can to help out with this from the opposite end of the ice. They never used it, and it just walked all the way across the ice.
He wanted a little FaceTime, too.
Straight off the ice. Never did a thing. Nothing else that allows the Icemen penalty killers to rest up a little bit. Faceoff is out to center ice. A heady coaching maneuver there by the off-ice crew. Still 58 seconds to go on this power play for the Gladiators. It is Nesbitt dropping it deep into his own end for Messner. Messner, the quarterback of this power play. To the left wing side for Neely. Neely snaps it around the wall. Carlson stays in his crease. Jacksonville's first on the puck, trying to clear. Messner holds in at the right point. Playing it down low and back up high again. Defending is Lange. Seam pass goes all the way to the left wing corner. Atlanta holds the zone. Messner playing it cross ice. Atlanta still with it. Messner center point. Wrister in a screen. Carlson makes a save. Just got enough of it. 23 seconds to go on the power play. Top of the right circle. Centering pass deflected by Wasey Rabbit into the corner. Atlanta still keeps it in though. Messner with another wrister. That goes wide of the net. Comes off the boards for Nelson. Nelson at the top of the right circle. Wrister and a great save by Carlson, shrugging it off with a shoulder. 4 seconds to go on this power play. Atlanta still has the puck. Centering feed goes right through the crease, and it's swept into the corner by Harrison. Rabbit trying to clear it out, gets it ahead to Thrower, who is just out of the penalty box. Jacksonville surviving that penalty kill. We're still 2-2, 7:12 to go in the third period. Atlanta has the puck deep in their own zone. And a steal by the Icemen, but it's going to be called for offside. Lynch made the steal just outside the blue line, but he had Mike Headin still in the zone.
Yeah, Lynch got that puck, and he got excited. Came right to him there, and he thought he could bring it across, and realized immediately, oh, I need to look up here, and saw Headin coming across, but it was too late. Face off just outside the Atlanta blue line.
Shots on goal now 29-28 in favor of Jacksonville. This game has been that even as Cedarholm lowers the boom on Nogard right at center ice, and it's going to be icing against Atlanta. Nogard goes right to the referee, Casey Terreri, wondering why wasn't that a penalty, but sometimes you just get hit hard and it's clean.
Yeah, and that was the case right there. Nogard's a physical guy, and another guy that goes hard to the net, but he's not afraid to mix it up whatsoever. And has got tangled up with Dalton Thrower twice in this game. Of course, the last one there resulted in a penalty against Thrower and led to a power play chance there by Atlanta.
Headin looks for a steal deep in the zone, trying to keep it in. Helping him out is John Albert. Poked loose by Atlanta. They'll backhand it out to center ice. Jacksonville slamming it right back around the wall. It's Bonner staying in his crease as the Gladiators are first on the puck. Driving it off the glass and out by everybody. This is icing against Atlanta with 6:34 to go in the third period. And we'll see if the Icemen can push back here a little bit. Looking for the lead in regulation. That is the optimum outcome for tonight.
Yeah, without question. I mean, Jacksonville's going to take the win any way they can get it here, but if you can get it in regulation and not allow any points to be picked up by Atlanta, well, that would be the optimal situation here. But Atlanta's thinking the same thing here. They don't want to give Jacksonville any points here either. So.
Sure, that is true. Nogard with a high flip into the zone. Carlson makes a blocker save and redirects it all the way out to the blue line, and the Icemen are able to drive it out to center. Adam Dowda first on the puck, trying to beat Campbell wide. Takes him into the corner and keeping it there. Backhander goes just wide. Great work by Dowda just to create his own shot. The Icemen keep it in the zone. It is Lynch in the high slot, feeding it to the right for Thrower. Wrister in a screen, deflects right into the top of the crease. There was nobody there for the Icemen. Lynch does hold it in briefly. Atlanta gets it back. They'll play it off the wall at the blue line. Another steal by Jacksonville. Dowda steps in, looking for a shot towards goal. That is wide. It redirects all the way to the line. Thrower keeps it in. Good pressure here from Jacksonville and a great shift from this third line as we have a penalty and a slashing call, and I believe this is against Atlanta. 5:42 to go. Another power play coming up for the Icemen with an opportunity to regain the lead. It's a 2-2 hockey game. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Full and half-season Icemen Elite memberships are currently on sale. Elite memberships offer discounted ticket pricing and guarantees you the same seats to enjoy all of the action. As an Elite member, you will be invited to attend exclusive events throughout the season, receive merchandise and parking discounts, and even meet the team. Monthly payment plans are also available. Packages start as low as $260. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK or log on to jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
Fourth Darley's Plumbing power play of the night for Jacksonville. They're 0 for 3 thus far, with just over 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Atlanta wins the draw. They'll clear it the length of the ice. Luke Shiplow taking the puck there. Albert for Lynch over the blue line, onside, broken up at the line, however, and played back out to center by the Gladiators. Jacksonville taking it back into the zone. It is Headin trying to poke it ahead for Albert. Albert looking to center. He's got a man in front that deflects all the way to the blue line, however. Shiplow will keep it in at the right point. Shiplow walks the line, feeds it to the right for Martin. Martin lost the handle, comes free for Atlanta. They'll drive it off the boards and out. Still plenty of time on this power play. Second unit comes on for the Icemen. Shiplow is still there behind his own net. Waits for a forechecker to skate by and then slowly comes up the ice right up the middle. Drop pass for Dowda to the left side. It is Warren. Warren has it broken up. Atlanta stepped up into that play and read that opportunity for Jacksonville. Dowda gets it back for the Icemen, and he'll streak up the left wing. 53 seconds to go on the power play. Dowda with a drop pass for Warren. Warren over the blue line, broken up by Atlanta, cleared out, foot race for the puck. It's going to be Atlanta on the puck first. It is going to be a great save by Carlson, and it's poked back behind the net. Another breakaway for Atlanta, shorthanded. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Harrison out there defensively for Jacksonville, and it's Chase Harrison, normally a blue line defenseman, gets hit hard on the play, gets back up, tries to get it in front, and it's going to be covered by Sean Bonner. And the Icemen will get an offensive zone draw with 22 seconds left on the power play. Jacksonville again giving up a breakaway, shorthanded. Adam Carlson, 2 monumental saves to keep this one tied.
Yeah, it was. And again, we're talking 2 shorthanded breakaways that he has stopped here in this game. And again, we talked about the Icemen's play. Their Achilles heel is their vulnerability to give up shorthanded goals. They lead the league in the most allowed at 16. And Atlanta's had 2 chances, and Carlson has come up big to save the day.
Jacksonville wins the draw. Dalton Thrower for Headin. Thrower gets it back. Center point is Thrower. Feeds it to the left for Headin. Winds and fires. Save is made by Bonner with the blocker. Rebound to the far boards, and it is cleared the length of the ice by Atlanta. 5 seconds to go on the power play. And in just a moment, we'll be back at 5-on-5 play. Jacksonville 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Albert trying to step around the entire Atlanta defense. Got the puck all the way to Bonner, who will cover it up before Albert could get there. 3:36 to go. Jacksonville just got their 30th shot on net, so Frosties for everybody. Make mine chocolate. Each team has exactly 30 shots, in fact, right now. It's been a dead even game. Quick update from Estero, Florida. The Florida Everblades / Skunk Apes. If you don't know what I'm referring to, well, check Twitter. They are leading the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 4-1. 5 minutes to go in that contest. Jacksonville wins the draw, but all they can do with it is play it behind the Atlanta net. Gladiators swing it around the right wing side, and they'll carry it up through the neutral zone. Picked off there by Jacksonville. In transition, it's Albert. Albert's trying to go wide on Forney. Takes it into the corner right wing side. Tries to center. Gets it right back on a deflection. Albert, centering feed. Deflected up high, and it comes free to the Gladiators. From the neutral zone, Malatesta all the way from the red line puts it on net. And the save is made by Carlson from distance. It'll be a face-off in the Jacksonville zone. Didn't call his name there, but I did see him on the ice. Samuel Asselin on the ice there. I have barely called his name at all tonight. I wonder if he's missed a lot of time this evening, but he's out there right now.
Yeah, you're right. You haven't really called his name very much. I haven't either. I haven't really seen him there, which is surprising. He's a guy who's 3rd in rookie scoring. He's got 52 points on the year. He's been a big go-to guy there, but you're right. Just have not heard much from him. Not certain what the issue is there.
Atlanta wins the draw. Shot is blocked in front, never reached the net. It's still in the zone, however. Marchand tries to center, poked free by Jacksonville, but not cleared. Slap shot, and Carlson just got the tip of the glove on it to keep it out of the net. Neely looks to center. That is broken up by the Icemen. Cedarholm chips it up the glass, right wing side. Wasey Rabbit tries to redirect out, unable to do so. Back behind the Jacksonville goal we go. Harrison chipping it to the corner for Cedarholm. Cedarholm's outlet pass, again picked off by Atlanta. Cedarholm will try the opposite wing. Marchand is there to break it up. Atlanta with some pressure here with 2.5 to go. Soloviev into the high slot, shot on goal, and a save by Carlson off the stick of Scott Conway. And we're down to 2:25 to go in regulation. Well, we're set for another doozy of a finish here, Reader. Arlie Johnson with you, along with Alex Reed. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Hope you're enjoying this one. I don't know how you can't be. It's been dead even all the way through. Jacksonville took a 1-0 lead in the first period. Atlanta tied in the first period. Jacksonville took a 2-1 lead in the second period, only to have Atlanta even the score here in the third period. It's Jacksonville winning the draw, getting it out to center ice. Gladiators drift back into their own zone and flip it high into the air for Frazee. Frazee off the boards. It goes off the linesman. Trying to carry it into the zone is Frazee. He gives it up to Jacksonville, and the Icemen will start the charge forward. It is Harrison from the red line. Forehanding it in. All the way around the wall we go to the far side. Atlanta first on the puck. They'll clear it out. Could be icing, but Carlson's going to play it himself all the way to center ice, right on the tape of Martin. Martin will clear in. Dowda gives chase after it. Soloviev first on it for the Gladiators. Up the boards, and wing to wing we go. Atlanta gets to the red line before Nelson clears in. We're down to 1:38 to go in the third period of a 2-2 hockey game. Cedarholm for the Icemen. Outlet pass. unable to get a piece of it is Mike Headin, and it will be called icing against Jacksonville with exactly 90 seconds to go in the third period.
Yeah, it's a good pass there. It just went off the edge of the stick there of Headin, who might have been able to catch that and maybe been able to drive himself towards the net that time, and he nearly outpaced the icing. Just too many bodies. One too many there for Atlanta to get ahead of him there to get this faceoff back in the offensive zone for the Gladiators.
On the faceoff for Atlanta, Scott Conway. For Jacksonville, Headin. Carlson makes a save right off the draw. Luke Nogar got that opportunity. Carlson had to be alert. Atlanta's had the last 3 shots on goal. Carlson has been there time and again. He's been excellent tonight.
Yeah,
as both goaltenders have been excellent tonight.
Yeah, they have been really good here in this game without question.
It's Albert against Conway, waiting for the drop of the puck yet again. And Conway wins it to Nogard again, but stepping into the play is Chase Lange. He'll kick it onto his stick and play it through the neutral zone. It's Jacksonville playing in. Headin tries to keep it moving along the boards, but Atlanta gets there just a stride ahead, and the Gladiators will play it to the neutral zone. Icemen take it from there. Drifting back into his own end is Chase Lange. Spin move around a man to give him a little more separation. Thrower goes D to D for Harrison. Up ahead for Martin, and then over the blue line for John Albert. Albert looking for Martin, trying to play it back to the blue line, but it's picked off by Conway. Now in the final minute of regulation, 2-2 hockey game. Carlson, an easy blocker save from center ice. Rebound for the Icemen. Trying to clear in is Martin. It is onside, but the Gladiators break it up and bring it right back into Jacksonville's end. Down to 40 seconds to go in the regulation play. Shiplow for Cedarholm, who deflects in behind the net of Bonner. Bonner trying to play it around the glass himself to the near side. Goes all the way to the blue line, held in by Jacksonville. Dowda nearly got that puck on his stick, only to have Atlanta come away with it. 20 seconds to go in the third period. Atlanta plays it into the zone. It's going to be an offside call, I believe, against Atlanta, but it'll be delayed, and Jacksonville gets one final rush. Shiplow in the neutral zone with 10 seconds to go. He'll play it into the zone. Atlanta first on it with 5 seconds to go. Chipping it off glass and out. And for the second consecutive night, we are going to overtime. 2-2 between Jacksonville and Atlanta, and what I think is going to be a fitting finish. Each team deserving of a point tonight, and it's just a matter of who ends up coming away with the victory.
I would agree here, Arlie, without question. Both teams coming up big here tonight, and it's been a well-played hockey game. And you're right, I think both teams deserve points. A very big extra point here on the line. And Jacksonville is doing everything it can right now to try to make certain they come away on top. As things seem to be going favorably around the rest of the league there, at least that other score involving Greenville and Florida at last check, Arlie.
Yeah, that game's basically over. Florida leading 4-1 with 1.5 minutes to go. So a Jacksonville victory tonight, and they'll gain 2 points on Greenville and an idle Orlando. They would gain 1 point on Atlanta. With another game tomorrow, obviously. Jacksonville hosting Greenville tomorrow, with Atlanta and Orlando both idle tomorrow. So it's a chance for Jacksonville to pick up 4 points on Orlando and Greenville in the span of less than 24 hours. But first things first, got to get the victory right now.
Absolutely, and that's why we're bringing these things up right now. It's all important right now this time of year. And again, this extra point looming in this game is going to be big for either team. Again, both teams fighting to solidify their spot in the South Division playoff position and the race there. So we'll see how it plays out tonight. Both goaltenders have played well, and it's just been a hard-fought battle. And see if the Icemen here with the Ninja Turtle jerseys have enough turtle power left in them.
Overtime records, Atlanta has been excellent all year. Atlanta is 6-1 in overtime. Jacksonville has been hot in overtime. They're 5-5 in the extra session, but they've won 4 in a row. So something's got to give here. Assuming it ends in overtime, of course, we don't know that. Jacksonville has had only 2 games go to shootout all year. Atlanta has had 3. So can the Icemen go back-to-back with overtime victories? We shall see. 7 minutes on the clock, puck is down. Atlanta controls the opening faceoff here in the extra session. Over the blue line is Nesbitt, playing it cross ice, slap shot, goes off the side of the net. Carlson gloves it down and then feeds it to Albert. Trying to start on 2-on-1 is Albert. Can he get by Neely? Yes, he does. Centering feed. Oh, what a save by Bonner as Mike Headin tried to win it in overtime. Bonner going cross ice, post to post to make that save. And the Icemen get the first great opportunity on goal.
Yes, they did there, Arlie. And at first, I think Atlanta thought maybe Carlson was going to cover that puck up. The Icemen got it. They felt that they could outpace the rush, setting up that 2-on-1. Nicely set up by Albert. And just a better save, though, by Bonner. One of many here on the night.
Chase Lange and Wacey Rabbit, the forwards for the Icemen. Atlanta wins this draw. Stepping up is Harrison. Great play to separate a man from the puck. Jacksonville gets the steal in the offensive zone. They'll get it back to center ice to maintain possession. No problem there. Possession is paramount in overtime. Lange takes it all the way behind his own net. Stops on a man, collides with somebody, loses it briefly, but Wacey Rabbit is there to help him out. Man goes down for Atlanta as the Icemen keep the puck. It is Lange over the blue line. Harrison cuts to net. Lange, wrist shot, score! Chase Lange wins it in overtime. Just 55 seconds into the extra frame. Jacksonville 3, Atlanta 2, and the Icemen, for the second consecutive night, take it in OT.
Cowabunga! The Icemen get the win here as the Ninja Turtle jerseys come up big. The Turtle Power. Jacksonville getting it in overtime here for the second time in as many nights. The Icemen have now won 5 straight overtime games. And what can you say? They come out and mob Chase Lange, who had some space, and cleanly beat Sean Bonner on a shot from the left wing circle. A happy bunch, a crowd of over 7,000 getting on their feet right now and getting behind this team. What an outing for this club. Sean Bonner, hats off to him. What an outing for him. He was phenomenal. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't even been in overtime. And Atlanta can thank the fact they got this point tonight because of him. But that time got beat cleanly on the shot by Chase Lange. The Icemen's leading scorer comes up with the big strike. And for the Icemen, another big 2 points. And they are gaining some ground here in the South Division and taking advantage of this big crucial weekend. So far, 2 for 2. Another opportunity tomorrow against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, who fell tonight in Florida by a 4-1 count at last check. And they'll be able to gain some more ground. What a shot by Lange, though. Low circle, just right over the glove of Bonner. And in for the tally. Adam Dowda gets your number 3 star here today. Solid outing for Dowda.
Your number 2 star of the game with 31 saves, number 35, Adam Carlson.
Carlson pumping up the crowd. He was good as well, gets the win. That's why he gets the edge.
Tonight's first star of the game with an overtime game-winning goal, number 11, Chase Lange.
And Chase Lange, the game winner, he's down with Arlie.
Lange, we talked before the game about just how hot you've been, your whole line along with Mike Headin and John Albert, but you were the one who wins it in overtime tonight. What did you see as that play developed for the game winner?
Wace made a super good sauce pass to me going on the wing, and Harry's going back door, and I just saw the far side open up, and lucky enough it went in.
This 5-game homestand, you know, is going to be critical for an opportunity to get into the Kelly Cup playoffs. I know that was mentioned in the locker room tonight about beating a team that you are chasing here in Atlanta that had won 9 in a row coming into this one. Obviously a great feeling to come in and beat a team like this.
It's huge for the playoff race. We're trying to catch them in Greenville, so to get a point on them and then come in to play Greenville tomorrow. Big game tomorrow, huge win tonight, so hopefully we can get both of them.
Yeah, and a chance to gain up to 6 points on a couple of teams in the standings if you win again tomorrow against Greenville. Let's talk about that game very briefly and what it takes to get a 3-game weekend sweep here at home.
Just stick to what we're doing. We're working hard. We're not making many mistakes, so hopefully we can go in tomorrow and outwork them.
Great job, Lange. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's your overtime game winner from Chase Lange.
And there you have it. Chase Lange joined by Arlie down there. And again, he said it right. When you look at tomorrow's game, just keep doing what we're doing right now. We're working hard. That is definitely evident. And not making very many mistakes. And I think the Icemen the last 2 games have not made a lot of mistakes. And that has really been beneficial. And again, it's really hockey's a game of mistakes, and it's the teams that make the most of them or the most inopportune times make them, and what teams can capitalize on mistakes. But right now, Jacksonville's been playing pretty well. And what can you say here in this one? Take a look here at how we got to this 3-2 score here in this game. And really, it was the Icemen getting on the board first at 13-22. John Albert getting his 8th of the year. So great to see John Albert get that tally because he has set up so many goals for Mike Headin. It was good to see Headin return the favor for Albert, and Albert getting his 8th. Headin with a nice play from behind the net made it 1-0 Jacksonville at that point at 13-22. Then Atlanta would tie the game up at 15:50 of the first on a great individual effort by Zach Malatesta, who netted his 14th of the year, undressed an Iceman defender, winning on a couple smooth, deep moves and was able to backhand through the 5